Warning! The entertainment program you are about to experience is intended for mature audiences only. By voluntarily viewing any portion of this program, you forfeit your right to complain about any of the content therein. Our goal is to bring the independent wrestling fan our voices and views on the action going on in their own backyard, and to try to have fun along the way. Please don't be complete tools about it.
Welcome everybody to WrestlefudgeTV Live. It's the return, the big moment we've all been waiting for. Will Senna, how you doing, buddy?
It's great to be here.
I'm excited.
Season 2, Part 2.
Season 2,
Back
Part 2.
after a little vacation time, you know?
Listen, very busy vacation. What kind of vacation was that? We were both very busy.
Yeah, it was a vacation, right?
Yeah.
Right. How are you doing? I saw that the ambulance workers just brought you in.
Yep.
Stretchered you.
Yep.
Deposited you on the 68 Caroline studio couch, and you are completely laid out.
I'm immobilized. I'm completely immobilized.
And everybody now can see you're immobilized.
The show must go on. And here we are. I know it's completely ridiculous. I have not yet had the privilege of seeing this angle that you're getting me. I hope all my chins are fully represented.
Stop moving the camera stand, though.
I'm not moving it.
Uh-oh.
Is it moving?
It's moving. It's moving like a jackrabbit.
We are live. Trying to fix this camera here.
Everything's fine.
I want to thank, by the way, speaking of Everything's Fine, the title track of our intro music. You just heard it there. Brought to you by the gentleman whose logo we just had up. RASL Tunes. We're going to talk to these guys in a little bit, Will, and I look forward to talking to them.
If Paul seems a little behind when I'm putting the headers up, it's because he can't see what I'm doing.
I have no idea. We had to completely restructure the studio today, Will.
Yeah.
I
like how you used we.
Yeah, here I am.
He's laid here for 4 hours.
I feel like I'm on the psychiatrist.
Well, I put everything together.
That is very true. A lot of hard work went into this, so much so that I've injured my back. That's why I am laid up on this couch. It's good to be back. It is good to be back.
It is good.
As relaxed as I look.
I can't wait till you can sit up again and eat solid food, though. I'm not going to lie.
I can't wait either. I will tell you, just a disclaimer, I am flying high on a little bit of Valium.
A little?
Yep.
Is that what that was?
That's what that was.
Pill?
Yeah, and in just a little bit, live on the air, I will be taking some Percocet.
Oh, Jesus.
So, something to look forward to.
So good luck to our call-in guests tonight.
Yeah, I apologize.
Which are Chris Envy.
Yes,
right off the bat, bang. Hello.
Yeah, Chris Envy.
We come back from a little break and boom.
Yep, big
reality superstars.
Chris Envy going to be on the phone tonight. He is wrestling tonight. So we got to time
busy
that.
Man.
He is a busy guy.
He's all over the place.
He is all over the place, and he has multiple wives, and we're going to talk about that. There's a lot to talk to Chris Envy about. Starting his own promotion, Will. He's very active in 787 Pro. He's active in World of Hurt. I'm sorry, did I say 787? I meant
yes,
Ultimate. I meant Ultimate Wrestling East.
Oh,
these kind of things.
I put the wrong thing up there.
No. Oh, did you? You better check.
I did. I pulled it down. It's
all right, everything's fine. We're gonna fix that in post. Yeah, Chris Envy gonna be on the phone today. I'm looking forward to it. Also, it's questionable, but I believe Eric Newton of New England Frontier Wrestling will be on the program tonight. Calling in, as I understand it, he's going through a little bit of a stomach bug. Who can understand that more than I? Okay, being laid up and incapacitated. I've literally been.
He probably isn't eating solid food either.
I've literally I've been on my back for the last 4 days. I'm hoping that things make a turnaround tomorrow because I got to work. But here I am tonight, and it's very exciting. Yeah, Eric Newton going to be hopefully on the phone. We have a ton to talk about. That's why I'm hoping he's on the phone. What do we got here? We got to talk to him about where the hell is it? See, this is hold on.
What?
We got to talk to a Battleground, their last very successful show. A little bit of controversy there we need to talk to him about. Also, Cruel Summer coming up in August. Some big names coming in. They just named, Will, I don't know if you saw it, they just named the main event for the NEFW Championship in that match, a tables match between the new champion, the Dirt Dog, Jeremy Leary, taking on Dave Cole, Will. Dave Cole in a tables match? Come on.
That's scary.
It could be scary.
We know what that man's capable of in a ladder match.
We also wanted to talk to Eric Newton about the WrestleJam 10 connection. As I understand it, WrestleJam and NEFW working together to present this supercard. WrestleJam, of course, known to be an annual, and last year it actually happened twice, but normally an annual event that has entertained Connecticut wrestling fans and fans from all across New England.
You popped your cherry on it last year.
I did. It exploded everywhere. You know what else popped? The audio equipment.
Wow.
Of that guy when Slick Wagner Brown poured his...
You can't miss bringing that up, Slick Wagner Brown. Still number 3 on our WrestleFudge Ultimate 25.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Ultimate 25 tonight. We're going to take a look at the last Ultimate 25. Take a look at what we can expect when we unveil the new, improved Ultimate 25. A lot to talk about. What kind of moves can we expect? Now, just to explain this, we explained it last time we unveiled the Ultimate 25. The Ultimate 25 is not just us. It is a total of 7 ballots. Will and I do vote. A total of 7 ballots from fans, people who are not wrestlers, not directly involved in the wrestling business, but are independent wrestling fans in New England who are aware of the promotions that we cover under our umbrella. So we're taking a my God, this shot of me laying down is the funniest thing I think we've ever done.
I told you it would be a good bit. I told you.
I was a little nervous.
It's coming over well. I did move the China hat though, so if you could just talk Chinese with that Asian hat over your head.
I can't lift my head high enough. Hello? Oh boy, it's gonna be a long show.
And Duha.
Oh God, it's gonna be a long show. It's gonna be a fun show. In addition to Chris Envy, and in addition to Eric Newton, in addition to in addition to the Ultimate 25 conversation, Haas is calling in. You showed the logo earlier, the hard-drinking tough guy of World of Hurt Wrestling and other local promotions. Haas will be calling in. A lot to talk to this guy about. This guy is extremely outspoken. I only just became Facebook friends with this lunatic last week, a week before, and ever since then it's been nonstop entertainment. Talk about how he's going to plow his wife. Keeping a running
What about his girlfriend?
Hi-oh! Well, we know his wife monitors his Facebook, so he might be tweeting about his girlfriends. But we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk to Haas about blood, beer, fat bitches, and all those things that make Haas so special.
Wow.
Yeah. Definitely a circus environment here. It's zany in here with me on my back. It's nuts. Also tonight we're gonna preview Ultimate Wrestling East Summer Spectacular, Will. We're going to preview it.
We got whisper.
I'm not sure. 4 matches that we're aware of that I can confirm that are going to go down, unless the card has changed, unless they don't win their qualifiers. But we do have 4 matches. It's going to be fantastic. 10 competitors. Who's going to come out on top? This is very exciting. We do have people in the chat room. I want to greet the chat room. VT Indie Fan.
Do you have the call line turned on?
The call line's not turned on because we have a show to get to.
Oh, then I probably shouldn't have just put the number up.
Yeah, let's take that number down. But I want to greet the chat room. VT Indie Fan in the house. Rickety Rocket. We have the Shake Weight Master, who isn't sure if Haas knows how to use the phone. So this should be interesting.
Whoa.
But yeah, Brian Cady in the chat room. The Sign Guys, a.k.a. the guys behind RASL Tunes, in the chat room as well. Let's jump right into the Ultimate 25 discussion, Will, if we can. I think to do that, we have to take a look at who the Ultimate 25 were going into this bracket reveal. I don't want to call it a bracket, but I just did. That's the volume. Pump up the volume. So let's talk about the Ultimate 25. The Ultimate 25, of course, is an arbitrary list of people we're putting in order based off how we think they're doing. Okay?
Okay.
All right? Just so everybody knows what's going on. So let's go to number 25. Let's take a look. We're going to run everybody back down very quickly through the Ultimate 25. Will, take us through it, buddy.
We're starting at the bottom, right? Just so I have this clear. I've been drinking a little.
Yep, we're going to start at 25.
Okay, all right. Rickety Rocket.
Wow.
One half of, I don't know if this is true anymore.
It is.
IYFW's Tag Team Champions. Team RPG, is that current?
That's absolutely current. Will, you're so out of the loop, and I don't blame you. Okay, we're going to talk about in-your-face wrestling a little bit. They don't have really.
I haven't even been in the state for months.
That's true. We're going to talk about Team RPG getting another match with the Savage Wolves at an event coming up in just a few weeks. Ultimate 25, of course. Rickety Rocket. Do you think Rocket's a guy? He's been successful. He had a pinfall victory up in Slam All-Star Wrestling in a big
challenge
match.
Accepted.
Do you see this as the year of Rickety Rocket? Is he going to advance?
Easily, I think it's he captured the momentum from 2012. He's taken it. He's applied it to 2013. He's already about halfway through the year, and the guy's doing nothing but winning. Right? You just talked about pinfalls. He's got a gold on his shoulder. I don't know if there's anything else that the Rocket could do at this point besides getting a solo belt.
Right.
That would cap 2013 any better. The kid's already had a great year.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a youngster to watch, not just in 2013, but going forward.
Number 23.
24.
24. Oh, that's right. I don't have a slide for 24, I don't think.
I think it was Bandito Jr.
I'll have to find. I don't know where it is. It's not here.
It may have been the one we edited in post.
I really feel bad about Bandito Jr. I went right to 23. I apologize.
Well, Bandito Jr. getting his due. Bandito.
Guess who?
We're all trying to figure it out. Has had a lot of success still in CTWE. He's got some big matches coming up that we'll talk about in a little bit. Bandito Jr. on the rise in New England without question. Number 23, let's just go to that.
Go for it. Chris Battle.
Wow. Another guy. He's got a mouthpiece now in CTWE. The Reason, Anthony Reason, his mouthpiece, the guy who's trying to take him to the next level. We'll see what he can do. I see Chris Battle. This could be, again, a year where Chris Battle asserts his dominance in CTWE.
What's the purpose of the mouthpiece again?
To talk. A manager.
Oh.
Running his mouth.
I thought you meant he had like an actual mouthpiece.
Oh, like a Bobby Fish?
Yeah, thank God. Because he's not that. Okay, anyway.
He's not that guy.
Yes. Thank
Agreed.
you.
Okay.
All right. Fine. We'll go to Adam Badger. Excuse me.
Adam Badger at number 22.
Yes.
I got to be honest with you.
The man's all over the fucking place right now. Jesus.
I predict Adam Badger is going to skyrocket up this. Whether he cracks the top 10, man, that's so hard to say when you've got 5 or 6 promotions that are under this umbrella.
Well, I pointed out to you that he's upcoming in the battleground that's coming up. He's in the lower left-hand corner, prominently displayed on the poster. The man's all over the place, opposed to Vladimir Joseph.
Wow, this is exciting.
He's all over.
You're referring to Real Wrestling Entertainment show?
I apologize. I don't have my glasses on. I couldn't read it.
Will Senna, Paul Brisbane here.
Wow.
Live.
WrestlefudgeTV.
Yeah, Adam Badger, after his victory, of course, in that strap match over Eric Alden at World of Hurt Wrestling show just a couple weeks ago, the Steel Cage Showdown, huge victory in that young man's career, taking the tack bump like a motherfucker. I see Adam Badger advancing up the ranks, certainly past 22. Is that him advancing? But yeah, I see Adam Badger potentially cracking the top 10, Will. I don't know how you feel about that.
I feel strongly about that. I don't want to give anything away before the ballots came out. Again, we're not the only ones choosing.
And we need one more ballot. Hello, if you're watching.
Come on, get your shit in.
Let's go to 21, Will.
You ready for this?
Let's do it.
I argued with this a lot, but you know what? Seeing what he's done lately, the pillar, Roman Dominguez, he did deserve being on the WrestleFudge Ultimate 25.
Absolutely. Not only did he deserve it, I actually, again, have to predict that he's going to be advancing even further this year because, on this round of the Ultimate 25, due, in fact, to his submission victory over the In-Your-Face Wrestling champion, the mighty Franz Roddy. Again, not the champion. He calls himself the uncrowned IYFW champion. Roman Dominguez, a guy that in this area. You know what I want to see from this guy? I want to see him branch out more. We saw him wrestle. He worked a dark match for CTWE a couple months ago. I'd like to see more of that. I want to see this guy branch out. I want to see him work in other promotions. I want to see him in matchups that maybe he wouldn't normally face just in your-face wrestling.
He'd probably just return his rebuttal. I could see it now because I know him. Would be, I'd like to see Brisbane sit up. That would be funny. Sorry. That would be funny. Come on. Look at him. Look at him over there. He's fucking broadcasting with a pillow. God damn it.
Listen, I am committed. As somebody in the chat room pointed out, I believe it was Brian Katie, this is commitment. God damn it. This is commitment. And Brian Cady knows journalism and broadcast. All right, so that's number 21, was it?
That was 21.
Let's hit 20.
This next one is hard to announce, but number 20, CJ Scott.
Number 20, CJ Scott. Now, again, I want to point this out. This is...
Fuck off!
Oh, come on, Will. Easy over there with your heavy fingers on the soundboard.
That was not me.
CJ
You like to blame this shit on me.
Both my hands are visible. CJ Scott, since posting this prior version of the Ultimate 25 that we're reviewing right now, we posted this in the early goings of 787, now known as Ultimate Wrestling East. He has been, I believe, he's nearly undefeated, almost, nearly, sort of. I think he lost that gauntlet match, but I think other than that,
he has a huge match against Coconut Jones.
This is the match that people have been waiting for. Coconut Jones does not impress me. Want to know why? He wins the title and he disappears because he was injured. Okay, listen, I showed up. You show up.
Wow. I mean, let's just look at him. Look at him laying there. Like a piece of meat laying there.
I'm to be honest with you, I'm completely exposed. I don't feel safe.
Awkward.
It's very, very awkward. CJ Scott, I'll be honest with you, I see him moving up the ranks also.
Wow. Okay. All right,
Just
we're gonna differ on that one.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm teasing him because I know
Really?
right now his head's exploding.
Well, right now he is in the chat room and his head is exploding.
Number 19, Rob Coleman. Again, I have to upgrade. I have to update some of these. I was waiting for the next 25 to come out, but Coleman, IYFW, 787 now, UW East.
Yep.
I have to get all these correct. Whoo!
It's all good. Rob Coleman, another guy who's had an interesting run in Ultimate Wrestling East. He was all over the place very early on in the promotions, kind of taking more of a lower key. He's worked some opening matches for some of their shows. He's got a big test. Well, he's got a big match with Fox Vineyard coming up at the next show this Sunday, which we're going to talk about. The Intimate Warrior. Oh, come in. Oh, is it Pizza Guy? Is that a throwback to the St. Albans live remote?
That would be great.
Oh boy. I hate to look comfortable here, but I do feel comfortable. Rob Coleman,
son of a bitch.
will he be comfortable this Sunday against Fox Vineyard when there are no rules, Will? No disqualification.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
Completely out of
I used to be an
context.
adventurer like you.
Completely out of context. Let's go to number 18 on the countdown.
So. You lost me.
I think we're 18.
Yeah, Dalton Castle.
Dalton Castle. I want to talk about Dalton Castle. Dalton Castle, of course, the host of the afternoon program on 103.9. I actually called into that show today, Will.
You did?
Or was that yesterday?
Wow.
To be honest with you,
Valium
all the
is
pills.
taking over.
Honestly, it may have been yesterday when he was talking about
Bazinga.
Ranger Danger. That was yesterday. I called in, exposed Ranger Danger as Uncle Vito from Pix 106.
You like exposed today.
I completely exposed him. Dalton Castle, hysterical. We had a very fun banter on his program yesterday. I'm not sure if he's going to be in. Actually, no, he is going to be in action, I believe. I'm being told that the whole card's been posted on their Facebook page, but I'm an
you
invalid.
can't move, people. Look at
I'm
him.
an invalid.
I set up the whole fucking.
Oh, great job. But
everything's notice everything's working at home.
Dalton
Wow.
Dalton Castle, one of the most entertaining superstars in our area. If you've never made it to a 7 Ultimate Wrestling East show or have not seen this guy
I'm
live,
not the only one doing it.
he's wrestled recently for 2CW on their internet pay-per-view just a month or so ago. Got to check this guy out. Very entertaining in and out of the ring. He's one of my favorite wrestlers right now, Will. Will he go up past the number 18 spot? I think so.
Moving along.
Number 17?
Pinky Sanchez.
Wow. The Canadian stink finger who isn't even from Canada. Pinky Sanchez, the sexual spider monkey.
Is he still holding?
The King of Crazy Championship.
Yes.
He is still the
Wow.
ISW King of Crazy, yes.
Thank you for the update. Everybody at home thinks I ask these questions because I'm an idiot, but it's because we want to get the information out there.
Right,
How do we do it other than that?
right. Pinky Sanchez, I'll be honest with you, I don't know how his standing is going to be looking forward to the Ultimate 25. We got to I haven't, to be honest with you, I've only opened up 2 of the 6 ballots we've received. So I don't have a lot of information.
I opened up 4.
You son of a bitch.
I did. I looked at it today. We had a little downtime.
Oh, boy. All right. Oh, but you were so busy. leading up
Everything
to the
got
show.
done quickly.
All right, so Pinky
While you laid
Sanchez,
there.
it'll be interesting to see how he advances. If you weren't friends or if you don't follow that guy on Facebook, you're missing out. His
You really
Facebook
are.
posts are hysterical.
You really are.
Hysterical. Had a great conversation with him the other day.
Top
about
to
Game of
bottom,
Thrones.
interspecies wrestling does a great job.
Big fans. Big fans. Actually, they got a show coming up June 15th. We're going to talk about in Ottawa, Canada. Why are we covering a show in Ottawa, Canada?
That's what you're wondering right now.
Oh, the reason we're covering it is because they also run in Connecticut, and also we are big supporters of this promotion.
And we're regional. Let's be honest. We're not just New York, or Vermont.
No.
We have an entire region.
Right. Yep. An umbrella.
It touches a lot of places.
SummerSlam Tasia, June 15th. But yeah, Pinky Sanchez, where's he going to end up? We're not quite sure. Let's go to the next one, Will. Number 16?
I think it is. And it is
No.
someone we both love.
Wow.
Royalty, William King.
Can we?
I don't know. Can you?
I haven't heard myself
Okay,
yet.
all right.
Royalty, William King. Again, a guy I could see moving up. Now, again, this whole tag team thing makes things interesting. I love Royalty William King.
He's very entertaining. In fact, when my daughter goes, she's like, "Where's the king?"
She loves the King.
She loves the king.
Now, it should only be
He's
pointed
very
out,
flamboyant.
Your daughter's gone twice, and she's left early both times. But she loves the show.
Well, I mean, how long? If you're not a boy, how long can wrestling really capture the attention of it? You know.
That's true.
You know what we need to do is
What do we
we
need to
need
do?
to start bringing her late so we can stay for the end.
For the main event.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Okay.
Which is unfortunate for any dark card action, which we always like to watch.
Yeah, we do. We like to see those early matches. Royalty William King, it should be pointed out before we move on. Another guy who's using music from RASL tunes. They wrote some royalty-free, no pun intended, music called Monarchy just for his tag team. He and ZPB will be debuting, I believe, with that song this weekend at Ultimate Wrestling East Summer Spectacular. Isn't that exciting?
That's amazing.
Isn't that
And
exciting?
those are good guys, honestly. We sat next to them at a couple shows, I think.
It's very true. Very true. Great guys. In the chat room right now, we're going to have them call in a little bit, talk about this venture, what the hell they're up to, what the point of this all is, other than just making kick-ass fucking music.
Play the music. It's
You
awesome.
want to hear it again? Let me see if I can
I'm
get...
updating our title thing, so we have a moment.
Oh, perfect. We are live. 68
That's what
Carolina.
happens. I
Yeah.
missed a few things. What's up there?
Now, basically what we did was we went to these guys and we said, hey, this is the song we normally use, okay?
What do you got?
But we can't use that song once we go onto YouTube and start streaming live on YouTube, which is a goal. We need to own all of our own content. So what can you guys do? And they literally, within a week, got this back to us. And I was impressed. The turnaround is really quick. These guys are talented. I've heard their other solo music projects they've done. Really excited to have these guys be a part of the local independent wrestling community, giving back as fans and as entertainers. In the chat room right now, we hear CJ Scott wants personal music. And it turns out that WrestlefudgeTV is already working on it.
You're gonna have to charge, boys. I mean, you're gonna be a commodity. You're gonna have to charge.
Well, we're going to talk about that. Like, what's the end game here?
They got to make a little on this. They're very talented guys.
Somebody's got to get paid.
That's right. Someone.
All right. So let's move on.
We're on.
Oh, what do we got?
Wow. All these questions. Next one,
Sorry.
a favorite of both of us. Number 15, Shane Alden.
Shane Alden, fantastic. Shane Alden, of course, in WrestleFudge got off on the wrong foot in St. Albans, Vermont, a year and a half ago. We have since patched up.
He's a fabulous man.
We both saw the error of our ways. We've grown as people. Shane Alden, a smart businessman, a smart wrestler, fun to watch. He's definitely, I think, in my opinion, going to maintain some kind of presence on the Ultimate 25. It's just a matter of where he's going to fall, Will. There's so many great competitors in this area. You've got to be a cut above the rest to stay within that top 15.
Absolutely. And you know what? He has had an ongoing feud with Mike Bennett, which is honestly, I think, cost him some momentum.
Well, Mike Bennett now, breaking news we broke a couple weeks ago on the site, basically signed a contract with WWF. Probably won't be seeing him around the independent circuit, around Ring of Honor anytime soon. Shane Alden got that measure of revenge and kind of sent him on his way and said, you know what, the indie scene does not need you. Okay, move along.
You look awful comfortable.
I am very comfortable. All right, let's go to 14.
I'm going to continue on.
Yeah, let's do that.
JP Black,
Now,
the Dark Pony.
I'm going to be honest with you. Ever since we posted this, JP Black has not had a match since we came out with this Ultimate 25. What are you afraid of, JP Black? What are you afraid of? Okay? Probably nothing.
I was going to say, what are
Probably-
you saying over
The only
there?
thing I think he's
I think
afraid
the
of.
drugs are really affecting you. It's like you were challenging him or something.
The only thing he's afraid of is a bad tailor, because that man dresses good. He is smooth.
Way to recover.
I love
Very
it.
nice.
Thank you. So yeah, all right, I'm being told Mike Bennett is working June 22nd for Ring of Honor. So
Wow, the information flows here like the aqueducts into Rome.
wow, Will.
Bobby Fish, number 13, a favorite of both of us.
I do want to point
Speaking
out.
of water.
I apologize. Before jumping ahead to Bobby Fish, I want to point out that JP Black's situation, he's hurt his back. And I can
I was going to say, you were kind of calling him out,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if people want that.
he's got a hurt back. That's why he has
Who are
not,
you to report his injury?
That's why he has not been as active.
Maybe he wanted to keep that from guys. Now when he comes back, what are they going to target? His back. Because of Paul Brisbane. Everybody at home got that? JP, it wasn't Will Senna.
Never is it? It's never Will Senna. I am everybody's favorite fall guy, Paul Brisbane.
And he hurts his back every time.
I hurt my back carrying the show.
Oh!
All right, number 13, Bobby Fish, ladies and gentlemen, the Round Eye Samurai. Bobby Fish hosting a podcast alongside Dalton Castle as of late. I got to check that out. I bet that's
Okay.
hysterical.
I bet you it is.
I've heard good things.
It's got to be great.
I've heard really good things.
He's
so-
entertaining from his interactions with the crowd to really his skill in the ring. This guy's he's good. I expect him probably to be going up in my. He's going up in mine. There it is. I said it.
I would estimate that you would be accurate.
In my top 25, he's moving up.
Wow.
I don't have the Jeffersons theme, or I'd play it.
Wow, this is very exciting.
All right, we're gonna go on to number 12.
Please.
Big Vigo.
Wow, Big Vigo.
I know it says up there he's the SAW champion. Is that correct still?
I have no clue.
Wow.
What I can tell you is Big Vigo, and I'm sure right now, CJ Scott is poised to correct me and let us know if he's the SAW champ. But what I can tell you about Big Vigo is, as a fact, Vigo has shed like 35, 40 pounds.
Really?
He's maybe medium Vigo.
Wow, he was fast when he was Big
Yeah.
Vigo. So
Yep.
that's gonna be dangerous
I think-
for anybody going against Vigo.
And I think it's not out of the realm of possibility to believe that some of that fat will be changed into muscle very, very soon. Big Vigo could be one of the most dangerous competitors. He's, of course, teaming with Sergeant Fury as Northern Fury in some promotions, teaming with Jason Saint in other promotions. He's sporting this new face paint thing. Sergeant Fury is. We got to talk about that a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay,
I think our good friend is a little off the rocker.
he's Sergeant Dan, maybe a little bit. I like it. It's different. We're going to talk about Sergeant Fury.
I'm concerned for our friend. We need to have a chat with
An
him.
intervention.
Yeah, I don't know about an intervention. No, I'm just saying we need to have a chat. We need to understand what's going on. We need to talk to him.
All right, let's move up.
Vic Delicious at number 11.
I gotta-
UW East champion.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I see Vic Delicious moving up. Vic has been dominant in Ultimate Wrestling East. Again, we were not sold on this guy when we first saw him in action. Not at all.
Very critical, in fact. I think I was. Now I'm sold.
I'm
And he's going
completely
against
sold.
Bill Carr on
Bill-
June 9th.
Yeah, that's this Sunday afternoon. Big Bill Carr basically calling him out, and that match is going to go down. That is going to be a hoss fight.
3
No
p.m.
pun
in the
intended.
afternoon is
Wow.
when it starts.
Bell time, bitch.
I unfortunately can't go to this one.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to.
well,
in
you
my
can't.
current condition.
You can't even. I'm helping you go pee from the couch. How are you going to get up? I mean,
I mean,
it's actually awkward. When are the nurses coming back?
if there's I don't know, where are the nurses? I think the nurses are drinking upstairs.
Oh, so they're going to be in studio later.
The nurses,
Excellent.
yes. I'm a little concerned for Vic Delicious in this match, and I'm now I'm now being told again. Big Vigo's actually lost 60 pounds.
Wow.
Thank you. Wow, Jesus Christ! What's left of the game?
Let some of the corrections just go. Just let them go. You don't have to report every correction that CJ Scott puts into the chat room.
This one was by Sergeant Fury, though, our buddy, our good buddy, our good
All right.
buddy, our
Okay.
good friend,
Okay.
our good friend.
It's like you're a puppet.
Maybe I'm being influenced. You know, I'm not even gonna look at that. You're right. I'm going away from
They
it.
keep sidetracking you, and then when you come back to the top
It's too
25,
late.
I'm not prepared.
I apologize.
All right, we'll go next. Christian Frost,
Number 10.
Number 10. We're into the top 10 here. Again, we're just reviewing the WrestleFudge
Yep.
Ultimate 25 before the release of the new list.
Yeah, very exciting. Christian Frost, I have a feeling, is going to be completely drop off of this ranking. And that's another reason why I wanted to talk to Eric Newton. I wanted to find out the story of the real reason why Christian Frost was stripped of the title in NEFW. He's showing up in CTW. He's stalking NEFW events, clearly off the roster. From what I understand, this is a shoot. It's not a work. I want to hear more. I want to hear more about this. Christian Frost, don't expect to see yourself on this list. Nothing personal. Just you're burning every bridge, buddy. You're burning every bridge. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
How do you know that?
Because I know. How do I know that? Who am I?
I think. Okay. All right. Moving on.
Who am I?
Our
Number
friend of the Fudge.
Please.
Number 9.
Okay.
Bobby Ocean.
Wow. Big fans of Bobby O. Bobby O's got a huge match coming up in just a few short weeks. I believe, if I have it in front of me, June 28th, South Windsor, Connecticut, at Nomads Entertainment. It's going to be Real Warrior Entertainment. Tommy Ocean.
Dreamer, Bobby Ocean. Who doesn't want to see that match?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Jesus.
saying.
Mary and Joseph. I see pictures. There's familiar faces all over this poster. Vlad Joseph, Adam Badger.
Is that Adam Badger?
Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea. This is exciting. I got to get to the show. I would like to get to the show.
Unless he has a complete lookalike.
That is Adam Badger. You're absolutely right. I apologize. This is exciting.
Look at you calling me out.
Dude. Oh, man. I'm on pain meds. I don't know what's going on right now.
Exactly.
Bobby Ocean faced a lot of legends in his career. Okay? He's been in the ring with Boogeyman. That doesn't really... Good for him. That's great. He's been in the ring with Fit Finlay. He's been in the ring with multiple big-name guys. This may be one of the biggest matches of his career, and it's going on at REWE's debut show in South Windsor, Connecticut. It's about a 2-hour drive, Will. 2 hours.
Not bad.
It's not horrible.
That's inside the range.
Listen.
That's in Fudge range.
You are in range of the Fudge.
Number 8, Ricky Reyes.
Ricky Reyes, the crippler.
Got to be going up, right?
Nah, I don't think so. He was trending down for me. Nothing personal, Ricky.
Fuck off!
Sorry, buddy.
Well, everybody's list isn't like your list.
That's true. On my list, trending down. Trending down. He's impressive, but I think that he hasn't done enough to maintain that number 8 spot. 8 is a very, very elusive spot.
If you think back a couple of months ago.
Go ahead.
Reyes had a bunch of matches in a row. Tough matches.
Oh, yeah.
Fighting Bobby Ocean.
Including Bobby Ocean, right?
Including Bobby Ocean. And we were just looking at each other going, man, this guy is in a big match every weekend, every week.
Yep.
Maybe that took its toll because we're not seeing him a little bit here and there,
that's
or
true.
everywhere we used to see him.
That's
so
right.
we gotta watch what's going on there. But I'm a big Reyes fan.
Have to agree. Let's move up.
Dan the Man, number 7.
Dan the Man, number 7. Dan the Man, the leader, the spiritual leader of Team Shazam in CTWE. Dan leading this Team Shazam, this rebuilt team, to basically dismantle his former friend Vladimir Joseph piece by piece. Whether or not that earns him the right to move up in the rankings, I don't know. I don't know.
It's certainly
I don't know.
impressive.
Certainly impressive, but does it keep him in the top 10?
We'll see. Number 6, Swinger Sadusky.
Swinger Sadusky, the former World of Hurt heavyweight champion, losing the title to a guy who's not even on the top 25, I don't think, as of in this past one. Vince Beach. You can expect to see
Big
Vince
fan
Beach.
of Vince Beach, though.
Are you?
I am.
It's a big win for Vince Beach. I don't think anybody in the Whitehall Athletic Club saw that coming just a few short weeks ago.
Let me ask you.
Swinger missed that moonsault. Vince cracked him in the head with his life preserver raft, hit his finisher, got the... it's over. New
Careful,
champ.
you're going to hurt. Relax a little over there. You're getting a little too anxious with
I apologize.
the movements.
I apologize.
Let me ask you, does that automatically make him go down in the rankings, in your opinion? Just because he's been on a good tear. Good tear. We both know what happened. He used a weapon just because the ref didn't.
Does it make Swinger drop?
Does it make, in your opinion?
Yes.
Swinger drop.
Swinger's dropping on my ballot. Absolutely.
Okay. Because I thought he was a little low on the first one. So
he may have been.
Just
But
a question.
he was
just
also,
a little banter.
He was also one of the newest champions on that list. Just to point that out.
That is correct.
Continue.
Lucas Sharp, number 5. We're now into the top 5 territory.
You know, I think you got to look at Lucas Sharp right now as a guy who had every. He does. He has his precious, the CTWE heavyweight champion. This guy is on top of the world. He won it live on internet pay-per-view at Brickomania 5 in spectacular fashion against Frankie Arion in an Iron Man match. which was exciting from bell to bell, as you can imagine. Hopefully you caught it. It is still available on smvod.kizzle.
Jesus.
Check it, Izzle.
Wow.
But yes, I think Lucas Sharp can only go up in the rankings. Number 5 is a high placement, but I want to say he went up on my bracket.
I'd like to call this next one a fan of the fan of the fudge.
Please.
Simply because I'm scared of him, and so are you. Pierre the Beast Vachon.
Pierre the Beast Vachon, one of the most dangerous, frightening, imposing figures I've ever seen. And
fuck off!
Yeah, that's basically what he said to me.
Fuck off!
Yeah, multiple times. It was very,
fuck off!
Very uncomfortable. But yeah, Pierre Vachon hasn't been all that active and in your face, to be honest with you. Some appearances in Slam as of late. Will he move up? He's lost the title. He didn't show up to wrestle Jesse Neal at the last In Your Face show. Why is that?
Wow.
Why is that?
We got to get him on the phone.
I would like to. I think we're overdue for that. But that's a big deal for me. When you don't show up to an event, I guess there was some kind of, they made a statement that he was in some kind of barroom brawl, which would not shock me.
No.
I don't see him staying in the top 5.
Okay. All right.
I hope he doesn't hold that against me.
I think that you're treading on real thin ice there. I think you should just keep your opinion to yourself until after the list is out and then hide.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, probably should have said that, huh?
Yeah.
Probably should have
kept that under wraps. I know I'm a big fan. I think he'll be number 1.
Good answer.
Okay. Moving on up. We're going to call this the man that everybody knows, Watergate 2, Slick Wagner Brown.
Wow. SWB moving up the ranks everywhere. Big win on 2CW pay-per-view a couple months ago. A big win over Bobby Lashley at Brickomania 5. Slick Wagner Brown, a lot of upside. He's got a title shot against Lucas Sharp coming up on June 22nd in Bethany, Connecticut at CTWE's Bethany Battle Heroes Emerge. That's a big deal. SWB looking to get that belt back. And
It's gonna be legend.
wait for it.
Wait for it. Dairy.
Yeah, that's going to be a legendary contest. Got to check that show out. We're going to hopefully have more news on that as we run the gauntlet a little bit later on. SWB, man, I don't see him moving from this top 5.
I can't agree more.
Please.
It's going to get awful crowded up there.
Please don't. Please don't
Awful
agree more.
crowded. Moving on, a friend of the fudge
The top
again.
3.
No, this is number 2. Franz Roddy.
Franz Roddy, Will, I don't know if we talked about this. You were not able to attend the last World of Hurt show. He came down that aisle wearing a pink feather boa.
Nice. The only man in our region that can pull that off.
I would absolutely agree with that. Feathers were flying. Always entertaining, Franz Roddy. Still the champion in Your Face Wrestling, the heavyweight champion.
Looks good.
Embroiled in a feud with the Pillar Roman Dominguez.
Looks good.
And I think things look good if you're Franz Roddy. Will he stay in the top 5? Will he keep that number 2 position? Jesus, after losing to after losing to Roman Dominguez, can you really keep that spot?
I don't know.
Can you
tough.
Can you feel good about yourself after
tough.
losing that match?
I don't know.
Surprise,
Number 1.
motherfucker.
This was very controversial at the time. A lot of people were arguing in the room when we were opening the ballots.
Yeah.
Vladimir Joseph. Nobody could argue with it, though. The man has made his impression in the New England area.
A very big impression. Vladimir Joseph, former CTWE heavyweight champion, lost that belt. He was champion at the time when we named this ballot. Lost that title just a few short days later, taking a fireball to the face from Frankie Arion. First class, Big Vlad is not giving up on his title aspirations, but now he has Team Shazam to fend with. It's going to be 3-on-1 at Bethany Battle Heroes Emerge on June 22nd. It's going to be Vladimir Joseph versus 3 members of Team Shazam. That's a big match.
That is a big match, and it is.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I don't like those odds for him. I don't. I just don't. I think he might be in his zeal
Getting a little ahead of himself.
Yeah,
maybe.
in his zeal to get revenge, for Dan the Man playing also a role in losing his championship. Could this be a mistake? Blood is in the water, and I think Team Shazam is smelling it. So it all leads to who will be in the Ultimate 25 when we unveil it. Is it going to be next week, Will?
I think it is. That's the schedule that I was looking at.
Well, it's all pending on that one fucking ballot.
Whew, I need another drink after that.
All right, let's take a quick break. Let's take a quick break if we can, Will. because I'm going to need to refresh my drink. I might pop that Percocet.
Oh.
Feeling a little bit of pain here. Okay. When we come back, I'm hoping.
Are you really? You need that.
What's that?
You need the hot pad or anything?
No, the heat pad's on, buddy. It's working. It's good. It's doing its
We
thing.
tried desperately to find an old school like hot water bag with the bottle top that we could have used, but
Put
they
on my
apparently don't make those anymore.
Yeah, I wonder why.
It would have been great.
Yeah, it would have been awesome.
Or under the headphones.
Under the headphones.
Oh, that's sweet.
Wow.
Okay. I'm sorry. I stepped all over your music. You had a good segue going.
When we come back, I am hoping to hear from Chris Envy. Chris Envy working a match tonight, so we're kind of working around his schedule and his schedule. So we're going to hope, when we come back, hope to hear from Chris Envy. Everything's fine. I apologize for the ads. I think
someday we won't have those. Someday very soon.
Right. With donations from viewers like you, we can eliminate those ads. We'll talk about that later, some other time.
Looks good.
But I want to point out that the ads, as I understand it, it's every 10 minutes or 15 minutes based off of when you went into the channel.
Right.
So,
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I apologize.
There's nothing we can do about
Nothing
that
we
for
can
now.
do. Nothing we can do.
Again, we're growing.
Now, here's the thing. In the future, if you all tune in at the same time and let me know when the ads are coming up, you can skip the ad all at the same time, and we'll play music or something, and you come back. We'll talk about it. We got to come up with something.
We'll figure it out. We're flexible. Well, except for Paul.
I am not very limber right now.
No.
It's WrestlefudgeTV Live. Don't go anywhere. I know I can't.
Wanna
You are watching WrestlefudgeTV Live, the only internet television program dedicated to covering the independent wrestling that you want to know about, delivering the hard-hitting interviews you demand, and getting shit-faced drunk while doing it. Let's go back to Studio 68 live, courtesy of 68 Caroline Productions with Paul and Will.
Hi-oh! What's going on, everybody? We are live at Studio 68, 68 Caroline Productions. I am in full reclined mode for those just tuning in. The show must go on. I completely ruined my back. I'm completely old. Will's had a good laugh about it the entire show, but I showed up, transported via ambulance to this venue. I am completely horizontal for this entire broadcast. Will Senna, what's going on, buddy? How we doing?
It's good to be back. We apologize for our break, but
Had to be done.
it had to.
Had to be done. You know how long it takes me to get up and down? Up and down.
It actually delayed us coming back.
Yeah, I apologize. It's bad,
I was
guys.
watching. It was painful.
Thank you. Welcome back to WrestlefudgeTV Live. One of the most important broadcasts. You're supposed to hit that again. Since the last broadcast we had. In a world where one man.
And it's gone.
All right, we're back. Oh, my Lord. It's been a long week, but it's good to be here. Let's talk if we can. Do you have the slide for running the gauntlet, Will? Can you run the gauntlet? Should we run the gauntlet, folks?
It's ready.
It's the WrestlefudgeTV Live Gauntlet, folks. We're going to take a look at all the big shows in your area in the month of June. Because we in the past we did it, Will, and it was like we went 3 months out talking about shows that people were going to hear about for 3 months straight. I've thought about that, and I'm like, you know what? It's good promotion for those feds, but a lot of people listen to the same shit show for show. So we're going to freshen things up as only we can. A little Summer's Eve in honor of Sergeant Fury and CJ Scott. We're going to douche this one up here, running the gauntlet here, folks. Let's start, if we can, on June 9th. I'm going to click through my own hat here. June 9th, that's this Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock, 2:30 the doors open, I apologize. 3 o'clock, you can get
2
your
p.m.
ass. 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Well, I think they might have dark matches and stuff. I think 3 p.m. is when the actual card will be. It's Ultimate Wrestling East, Super, Summer, Fantastacular, Spectacular.
This looks like a great card, honestly.
I've seen 4 matches. The other ones are out there. As I'm talking,
There's
put the
one
matches up there. if we can.
They're up there. There's one main reason.
No. There's more than these 4. Is what
Oh.
I'm saying. They're going to give me the other matches so we can make predictions on those later. So let's do those
You're
predictions.
talking to them at home.
I'm talking to the
You have to let me know that.
chat room.
I
Everything's
apologize.
Fine. Everything's fine.
Monarchy versus Pure Dynamite. If excuse me,
Whoa.
if you're within,
What's going on, buddy?
I'm being afflicted with whatever is in you. Monarchy, Pure Dynamite. If you're within 5 hours, it's worth the trip.
I totally agree. Monarchy and Pure Dynamite should really be headlining this. This is going to be a tag team match for the ages. And I heard a lot of people ask
They don't
me,
give this an hour and 15 minutes. They're crazy.
Well, I think 45 minutes on both teams' entrances is warranted.
At least that's what I'm saying.
Right. So here's the question that I've been being asked since this match was announced. A lot of fans have come up to me, including
It's gonna be legend. Wait for it.
okay,
Dairy.
including the WrestleTunes guys, the Sign guys. They have asked me this question: who's going to be the heel in this match? Because both teams are fantastic heels. I got it on a good authority.
Hopefully they both are.
No, from what I understand it, from one of the first times in a long time, Pure Dynamite working babyface. These guys are going to be trying to get the crowd behind them, and
It's not going to be hard.
I don't think so either. The crowd wants to cheer for them when they're playing the heel. So I think seeing Pure Dynamite in a more of a babyface role as the underdogs, I think that's going to be a fantastic match. The tag team championship up for grabs. Pure Dynamite, one of the most dominant teams. They were the WrestleFudge 2012 Tag Team of the Year. One of the most dominant teams in our area, taking on the most dominant team in Connecticut, Massachusetts, and that is without question Zachary Pierre Bildel and Royalty William King. And I can't wait for this match.
Yeah, I mean, number 16, we just went over this on the WrestleFudge Ultimate 25.
Sure did.
Royalty William King alone can carry a match. Then when you throw in Chuck Deep, Seps,
Right.
Lats.
Right. Brad Wesley.
Oh, my goodness.
Dangerous.
Jesus
Christ.
People on Sunday are in for a treat, and they may not even know it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a religious.
That's going to slap him right in the face.
I'm not a religious person. I am going to church before this show.
That's a low price.
If you're referring to the ticket cost, yes, you're absolutely right. I'm going to go to church before this show just to pray for everyone's souls in that building because they're.
Are you going to lay down in the pew?
I will be.
Are you going to bring pillows?
Like honestly, they're going to. I won't be able to get up from the pew, and
I don't think the nurses are going to bring you there.
Yeah, these nurses aren't accepted into church. But yeah, so Ultimate Wrestling East 2:30. We're going to talk more about and preview that match in a little bit as we await Chris Envy, who is also going to be on this show.
Maybe.
I think so. Let's go to June 15th. We've touched on this program. We've referenced it before. Interspecies Wrestling, ISW Summer Slamtasia. 2 p.m. afternoon show, another afternoon show. This one at the Knights of Columbus in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
All ages welcome, which is different, right? For interspecies, don't they get a little crazy?
That's very true. Well, it might be fans bring the children match, where the children are actually used in the match.
Oh, wow.
As weapons.
The children.
Fans bring the children.
I like it.
Yeah. That might not be true. It's the Slamtasia you never thought you'd see. You didn't even know you wanted to see it.
I want to see it.
You didn't know you wanted to. ISW champion headlining this. Is he dead yet? The most zombified competitor this business has ever known. Taking on the deathmatch drunkard, Danny Havoc. I can tell you Frankie Arion taking on Addy Starr. Nice rematch right there. I can tell you Pinky Sanchez in action, defending his King of Crazy championship. I can tell you that Dan Barry and Bill Carr are teaming up in a tag team. Dan Barry, one of my favorite tag team wrestlers in New England.
Entertaining guy.
Very entertaining. Singles or, that's another guy who might make the Ultimate 25. Dan Barry, always entertaining. Teaming up with Bill Carr, who I think Bill Carr has a ton of potential. We'll talk about him a little bit more when we get to the Ultimate Wrestling East predictions. But yeah, this is June 15th. Interspecies Wrestling.
Look at my horse is amazing.
SummerSlam. For more information, be sure to go to interspecieswrestling.com. Please. Please. Okay? Okay? Okay. June 22nd, CTWE's Bethany Battle, Heroes Emerge. We've been talking a lot about this show. 7 p.m., Bethany Town Hall in Bethany, Connecticut. Lucas Sharp, SWB for the championship. You're going to have AJ Cruz and Alex Cypher with the Shooting Star belt on the line. You got that 3
No, God!
Yeah, 3, yeah.
No,
yeah.
God, please, no!
Well, it's AJ.
No!
It's AJ Cruz.
No!
Okay.
No!
Okay. 3-on-1, Vladimir Joseph taking on Team Shazam, and a lot more. You know who's missing on this card, though? I want to say it. I've said it before. Where's Bobby Ocean? Where's Bobby Ocean?
That's a great question.
Where is he? It's a fair question. I think if you heard the crowd reaction in the Bethany Town Hall at that iPay-per-view, at every event Bobby Ocean competes on, why isn't he there? Why isn't he there? Well, maybe he'll be In Your Face. Who knows? Because on June 22nd also, In Your Face Wrestling presents Truly Independent. I think they're trying.
Oh, good for you.
I think they're trying to make a pun there, Will. In Your Face Wrestling, very proud of the fact that they have their own license, and that's not an easy thing to come by, as we've learned, Will. And I think they're making a shot at the competition. I think Truly Independent. They are truly on their own in this. 7 p.m. Eastern, the Ballston Area Community Center. We got one match we're aware of, and we touched on it earlier. Team RPG taking on the Savage Wolves, I think for the third time.
Why not lead with your best talent? Clearly, RPG is on top of the world.
And honestly, the Savage Wolves are a highly competitive, very dangerous tag team when put in the right position and in the right situation. And I think this is one of those situations.
It was interesting to see them feud, but I'm not going to lie. I do look forward to seeing them working together again.
I agree. I'm not comfortable. Not comfortable, Will.
Wow. You're also right in the camera.
Am I good?
No, with the paper. You're holding the paper. Hey.
Everything's fine. For more information on that event, IYFWrestling.com, where you can tune into the interface. I'm going to spend a couple seconds here. I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant.
It's all you.
I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. Let's talk about the interface, if we can. The interface is, of course, the usually audio program that In Your Face Wrestling puts out. Formerly hosted exclusively by Joey LaRock, one of the most respected men, in my opinion, in this area as far as journalism goes.
There's not a lot of sports broadcasters that I respect.
Agreed.
But Mr. LaRock, I respect.
Joey LaRock does the play-by-play for all their DVDs, which, their DVD quality is all right. I think it could be improved, but I think he's the guy, to me, that is the hook. He's the reason why I would buy the DVD, is Joey LaRock's play-by-play. Anyhow, he announced a couple weeks ago he was going to be stepping down, getting out of the interface, and would be handing it over to other people. And what happened was it became a video interface, and it was Lance Madewell and my good friend of the Fudge, Walt Ball, performing the duties of this video interface. And I have to be honest with you, it just wasn't the same. It didn't ring true. It didn't have the same power and polish and excitement that you get from Joey LaRock. So I actually had mentioned that to Joey in a private message. And I must have been one of the many, because they referenced it. Joey LaRock is back on the interface.
Wow.
He is, I guess, working with these guys. I guess it's going to be, I guess it was by on demand. Joey LaRock back, and that might be the most exciting thing going on in Interface Wrestling right now, is the return of Joey LaRock to that interface, and that's
okay.
I'm excited about that. Oh. Let's go to June 28th. Real Warrior Entertainment, a brand new company. Will we talked about the show a little bit? It's going to be South Windsor, Connecticut, about a 2-hour drive from our neck of the woods. Nomads Entertainment, I guess it's some kind of entertainment sportsplex, is hosting it. You're going to have Vladimir Joseph on the show. You're going to have Chris Envy. We just learned Adam Badger, AJ Cruz, Shane fucking Marvel on the show. And then, of course, in the main event, Professional Wrestling's original Predator, Bobby Ocean, taking on Tommy Dreamer. That is going to be, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's going to be a very interesting, that's a clash of styles. And how many more matches, honestly, how many more good matches, solid matches does Tommy Dreamer have? He's not as young as he used to be. So this could be a special match to check out and be a part of. When is this again? What's the date on this one? Is your mic muted?
It is. I apologize. What's the date on this one again?
I apologize. The date on this is June 28th.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Wow. 1 day before Wiffle Ball.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Okay. Damn.
Yep, it's gonna make but they're running like multiple times. They have a show July 12th, I think it is, or July 14th. It seems like they're running like every 2 weeks going forward. This is a very ambitious project being put forth, and it seems as though Bobby Ocean. I'm encouraged to see Bobby Ocean getting a headline spot.
It's about time.
Being at the forefront of the promotion, and that's exciting for me. For more information on this new promotion, please check out rwewrestling.com. The letters rwewrestling.com. Well, we just ran the gauntlet.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a little slow on my
You got a lot going on when you're laying down, so just relax for a minute.
Everything's fine. All right, now let's see here. I'm going to see if I can get the Wrestle guys, the WrestleTunes guys, on the phone. I want to talk about this product that they are bringing to local promotions and local indie wrestlers. The service, if you will.
I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it.
Hold on here while I'm going to give them the number and everything, too, so don't mind me.
Want to take a quick break? You
no,
okay?
No, I think things are good. You just got to try and fill up some airtime here, buddy.
Wow.
Okay, all right, we are back. Everything's fine.
You just got to tell me that. Just gotta tell me.
All right, I'm now being told that Chris Envy says he'll be ready in 5 minutes.
Wow.
That's an update. All right, so hold on a second. Wrestle guys, hold the phone. Let's get this Chris Envy interview in here because I think this is going to be an interesting one. And then we'll have you guys on. We look forward to talking to these guys. Hopefully they're not jumping in.
While we're waiting here, I'm just going to give you guys a fudgy moment. How about that one?
Oh, what a moment. I can't see it.
Piper's Pit, coconut to the coconut. You and I both love it.
Classic.
It's one of our favorites of all times. Oh, you got to love
It's
Piper's
a fudgy
Pit.
moment?
It's a WrestleFudge favorite.
It is a WrestleFudge favorite. That's
Memorable moment. I apologize.
No, everything's fine. I just didn't know we were nominating events that took place 20 years ago.
If
that's the case,
I watched it.
We got a lot of work to do.
I watched. How about this one? Fudgy moment 2012. Michael Anthony, Shake Weight Master, IYFW Memories, Moments, and Mayhem. He was an animal in that show.
He was an animal in that show, and I know he was excited to be in the ring with a legend the likes of Lanny Poffo.
By far the biggest pop in the building that night.
You know what's really funny is Michael Anthony, he got a lot of crap from he gets a lot of crap sometimes from people because from people who are in the business, wrestlers and shit, because of the shake weight. Somebody I think at that show, one of the guys backstage, a legend, made comment that's what's wrong with the wrestling business. But meanwhile, he got the biggest pop of the night
when Fit Finley and Poffel are in the house.
Right, and Fit Finley was trying to get reaction.
Right.
Okay. Michael Anthony got a reaction.
He did it with his pinky, so to speak. While everybody else was working for it, Michael Anthony had it before the curtain opened.
Boom. Done.
Shake weight master. Oh, moment in Wrestlefudge.
So
history.
let's talk here. We've got all kinds of nonsense coming up. Some big shows. Do we want to get into the Ultimate Wrestling East predictions? That way, when Chris Envy comes in, we can have him talk about.
It would be a good segue.
It would be a fantastic segue.
Way to produce on the fly.
I'm trying.
I like it. That was good stuff.
Thanks. So, Ultimate Wrestling East presents Summer Spectacular. We've already touched on the tag title match. Monarchy, Pure Dynamite, in that match.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fine. Big tag title match. Man, this is so hard for me to make a prediction. Well, I'm going to go with. Do you want me to make this prediction first?
Which one? Which match are you
I'm
going
sorry,
with?
Monarchy and Pure Dynamite.
Monarchy and Pure Dynamite. Okay. Hold on. Can we just take a moment? Let's just breathe on this
That's
one.
all we've
This
been
is like
doing.
a fine
We've done
wine.
nothing
Hold
but
on.
take a moment for the last
This
6
is a
minutes.
fine wine here.
It is. It's true. It's
Monarchy.
Yep.
Pure Dynamite.
Right.
I believe somehow this one
Go ahead.
double count out, double disqualification.
Okay. You're going deep.
Something along those lines. We're talking predictions, right?
Yeah, you're going deep.
I'm calling it here because I think that whether Pure Dynamite is going babyface or not, either one of these teams is capable of multiple tricks. Lots of things that can happen in this match. And I just think that there's too many shenanigans in the bag of tricks for these two teams, and I think somebody's going to get caught with their hand in the cookie jar. We're going to see no straight-up winner, to be determined later. I think you're right. I think both these teams deserve a win. I think both of these teams are capable of winning that big field match. But I don't see Monarchy losing these tag titles. They have the mastermind in their corner. That manager is one of the most devious managers, one of the last of a dying breed, really. I personally see Monarchy coming out with some form of win. It'll be bullshit. It'll piss the crowd off. It'll piss off Pure Dynamite. But that's my theory. Okay. All right.
What else? What other matches we got?
We'll start with Coconut Jones versus CJ Scott.
Oh boy, the Interstate Championship on the line here. As I'm replying to like 6 messages at once.
I got you off camera. Relax.
No, I don't really care if I'm on camera. I'm just letting you know.
Everything's fine. I mean, Coconut Jones has been very entertaining for me. When I've seen him in action,
absolutely.
I like to watch him. Honestly, everybody knows my feelings about CJ Scott.
Oh yeah, all
frankly,
too well.
it's the same as a lot of people's feelings for CJ Scott.
Wow.
So, nothing new there. Is he a competitor? Absolutely. Is Coconut Jones in for a difficult evening? I'm worried that there's some shenanigans. CJ's nightstick will be involved at one point. He's just dangerous.
So what do you think?
And I don't think Coconut Jones is prepared.
No, I don't think either. He's coming off of an injury. He's been laid up for months. I see CJ Scott written all over this. Finally with some gold.
Wow.
Finally with some gold.
Wow.
Will, if we can, let's unmute the phone if you can. Before we move on, and I think this is an excellent segue, we are going to have Chris Envy on our program in just a few moments. I do know that Envy is taking on Len Oddity in a one-on-one match, kind of building off of the animosity from the previous show, the triple threat. So we're going to hear from Chris Envy right now. I'm just going to give him a call. How do you feel about that?
Talk to the hand.
Okay, let's not talk to that. Phone is unmuted. Everything's good.
We're good to go.
All right, let's see how this goes here.
Got a little volume there? Are you good?
Let's turn
All
up
the way
as far as it goes. Yep.
What's up, buddy?
What is going on? Welcome to WrestlefudgeTV Live, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Big fan.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. We are huge fans of yours. First of all, where the hell are you tonight? Where are you wrestling?
I'm in Easton, Pennsylvania for Elite Wrestling.
Okay, perfect. Now, who'd you work with tonight?
Tonight I fought the 6'8" Assad King.
Oh boy,
how'd that go?
Painful. It was a defeat. Literally barefoot wrestler. You know how that goes.
Oh boy. Yeah.
A
lot of slapping.
Not big.
Well. First of all, before we jump into where you are now and where you're going, I think the question that's on my mind the most is I want to know where you're from, what your background is, where you got started.
Well, contrary to popular demand, or I should say belief, specifically at another upstate wrestling company, I am not a self-taught, glorified backyard wrestler.
Oh boy.
Wow. Okay.
In fact, the person who's had the audacity to call me that has trained with me at a place in Schenectady back in 2003. So they know that I am professionally trained. That being said, I started training in 2002 in Colorado, Littleton, Colorado. I was out there in the military. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was watching TV because that's what we do. We don't have lives out there.
Right.
And there was a local company on I don't know what it was, CW, WB, one of those lower budget TV shows. And I didn't know anything about it. Like, I legitimately didn't know anything about indie wrestling at all. I thought it was everybody was Land of the Giants, and you went to these super exclusive schools and became a wrestler for WWE and WCW, and that was it. I was very blind to the business. So during the commercial, they had a preview for one of their local schools. And like a little child, I stalked the school for about 3 months, just driving around it to see what kind of people came in and out. And then when I saw some people about my size, I was like, let me sign up. Let me go see what this is all about. You know, I had my hand in the backyard stuff back then. You know, not the light bulbs and ladders and going through plywood, but I did some of the stuff. And it was very humbling. You know, I got my ass handed to me very quickly. And then I moved back to New York about 2 years later, and just kind of took off.
Well, what do you think is the hardest lesson that you learned in your career as a wrestler? Learning the chops. What was the hardest thing for you to learn?
You know, I think it's psychology. It's not just go out there and do something fancy or a cool flip or have flashy gear. To be able to legitimately tell a story in the ring is the toughest thing to get across to anybody, unless you're a writer or you have that creative niche. And I do, but not so much in the writing. It was definitely difficult. You know, you have to tell a story that keeps the crowd captivated. I could do a flip, you could do a flip, the next guy we could do 10 flips in a row, and the crowd's going to ooh and ah, but eventually they get tired of flips and flash. So you have to tell a story, you know, get the crowd to either love you or hate you, and it's not as easy as people think.
Right. Well, who do you think, as you were coming up, who taught you that? Like who's the guy where you were in the ring with, and that's where it clicked with you? Is that's what's going on? Is there somebody who stands out as the guy who really brought you up in that sense?
You know, honestly, there's not one specific person. I mean, I'd love to be able to give somebody some kudos on that, but you know, I try to get feedback from as many people as I can. You know, I was doing seminars with as many names as I could because I thought that was the best way to learn. It's really not. It's the best way for them to make easy money. Some do a great job. Others just collect the paycheck from it.
Right.
So I'm my own biggest critic. You know, like I come off very arrogant and very pompous, but I'm not like that in real life. I have to draw the line where Chris Envy, the TV guy, is, and where Chris Envy, the homebody, is. So, you know, I watch my matches, and I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense, or why didn't I do this here? And then I have other people critique it, people that I respect in the business. And you kind of, it's always a learning process. I mean, even now, like I just had a match, you know, 5-10 minutes ago, and I'm watching it on the camcorder, and I'm like, well, that was stupid. I should have done this. You know, I should have done this a little better. So, I mean, it's a learning process.
One of the questions I always ask people when we have them on the show for the first time is, who's your least favorite person to be in the ring with?
Oh, man. You know, honestly, I haven't worked anyone that I saw on your site that somebody, because I've Googled my name on your site to see if I'm ever talked about. And I saw that I'm somebody's least favorite person.
I was going to ask you about that. That was kind of my segue, Chris.
I enjoy working with Ian Daniels. His psychology is really, really good. Not so much in the athleticism department, but he'll do things like, come on. We all know. We've watched his matches. So he'll get on the top rope while the face is down in a prone position. He makes it seem like he's going to do this big move off the top, and then he'll jump down, walk over, and poke the guy in the eye.
Right.
And that, you know what I mean? That irritates the crowd in a way that very, very few people do.
Yeah,
so as much as I would love...
Yeah. No, please.
As much as I would love to stir up more heat, because he does work for the company that calls me a backyard wrestler, who's also blackballed me. So we'll touch on that.
Okay.
Wow.
But yeah, he's definitely not my least favorite. Honestly, I don't have too many people I don't enjoy working with because, you know, they have their way of working and I have mine. And the best way to tell a story is to showcase both sides of that. I mean, I've had bad matches with people, but it doesn't mean I don't enjoy working with them.
Well, let me ask you a question, because you would kind of mention it, how you have to balance, how you're not the arrogant person that you may portray at times in the ring, and how there's a TV side of you and there's a more real side of you. It's kind of funny. Just this afternoon, in preparation for this interview, I actually hunted down the episode of Wife Swap that you appeared on.
Oh, man.
It was, for those of you who have not seen it, I believe it's season 8, episode 2, I think. I
think it's season 7.
Oh, was it season 7? I apologize. And it's I think it's on Hulu. Like, it's out there for free. No. Honestly, I think it was, I don't watch those shows specifically, but I think you came across really well.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I think your wife, I think your whole family came across really, really well. The one thing that struck me, and I'm curious how, when you guys got back together, and I'm going to spend a couple minutes talking about this if you don't mind.
No, that's fine. By all means.
All right, your wife, Angela, spent some time with like a very conservative Christian household. When it was her turn to make the rules, all of her rules kind of seemed fun for the most part. They seemed functional. She had fun things she wanted to do with the kids, whereas the other broad, the broad that you were stuck with, she wanted to turn everything into like a boot camp almost, an unfun environment. And I think that's one thing that I have to salute. What was her name? I'm sorry. Angela's your wife?
Yes.
I have to salute her on that because she actually seemed to bond with those children to some degree. I know that things didn't end well for that episode, for that family, the Loudons. Is Angela at all in contact with those children at all?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
We actually had to sign a contract saying we wouldn't contact them in any way, shape, or form, or mention them.
Oh,
wow.
So you can't probably talk about your situation.
I'll talk about it until I'm blue in the face. I've done other TV since then, so I'm totally okay with it. We're just not allowed to contact them. She's talked about me before. She's called me out.
Oh, like on her radio show?
Yeah, it was actually a different show that she does that she's a big proponent of. I'm not going to mention it because she doesn't deserve the publicity. But
agreed.
Somebody asked her what her husband's reaction was to the show, and she said that if that fake wrestler got in the ring with her real wrestler, the wrong person would have went to jail. I'm not quite sure what that means, but if her real wrestler had the balls to show up at Round Table, I would have gladly gone to jail then because it would have ended differently.
And you would have kicked the shit out of an ex-senator. That would have been kind of cool.
Absolutely. I told my wife, I told my girlfriend, I told my kids, if they make my wife cry in any way, shape, or form other than happy tears, I'm going to punch the son of a bitch in the face. It doesn't matter why.
How many people in your personal life, either at work or whatever, were shocked by your lifestyle? Because your family structure is different than the average family structure. You have a wife, you have a girlfriend, it's her girlfriend, and honestly, it's really interesting to me. Like, I saw it at first, and I didn't expect it. I didn't really know what to expect, and I was like, whoa. But then it seemed as though it seemed like a nice environment. So, like, how do people react? Have you gotten a lot of weird reactions from people who didn't know that about you?
Honestly, when people first hear it, I don't brag about it. I mean, it's definitely something that a lot of people could brag about because it is so uncommon,
right?
And a lot of guys fantasize. I got a wife and a girlfriend, or 2 women in bed every night. But I mean, that's 2
headaches.
If you're, exactly.
You must be exhausted.
How do you have time?
Oh my God.
And that's exactly what everybody thinks. But you guys have been in relationships, and you know that after the honeymoon phase, it's not sex every day, 24/7.
I wasn't talking exhausted from sex. I was talking exhausted from living with 2 women.
Oh well, it plays both ways. It can be. a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, I envy you," and I'm like, "Yeah, except for 2 weeks during the month where nothing I do is ever good enough."
Oh my God! It's like, and do you hope for their cycles to synchronize, or would that be like the worst thing that could possibly happen?
Yeah. You know, I really don't even pay attention. I just know if one of them is not happy, then I just kind of avoid the whole situation. If one of them is mad at me, they'll complain to the other one, and then they both hate my guts.
Yeah,
so
dude. Oh
yeah.
man, yeah,
That's like the perfect storm I'd like to stay out of.
Yeah, that's horrible. Now, all right. So, one last question. Did you take anything away from Bible study? And why the hell did she think you didn't know anything about the Bill of Rights? Why is the Bill of Rights important?
Okay.
Was that as uncomfortable to watch as it was to actually be there?
It was so much more than what you guys saw on TV. Allow me to get off on a tangent for a second.
Go ahead.
The whole thing started because she was very anti-gay marriage.
Right.
Okay, I'm pro-gay marriage. I don't care what you do as long as you're happy and you're not messing up my life. I don't care.
Agreed.
And she said people will fake being gay so they can get married and collect insurance. Yeah, oh yeah. What's the movie with Adam Sandler, Chuck and Larry?
Right.
You know, like people are just going to randomly, I'm gay, please give me insurance. Why don't you just pretend marry a woman? You know what I mean? They're not going to go to that length. So that got me off on the tangent where eventually my wife and my girlfriend and I would all like to have ceremonies either together or private, separately, to where we can, maybe not legally, but just for peace of mind, we're all married, just so that it is what everybody thinks it is. And so she was like, "Oh, well, where do you stop? 4, 5, 6 wives?" And I was like, "I don't care. Who are we hurting? We're not."
Hopefully, with any luck.
Yeah, we're not collecting on social services and using it for tax advantages. We're a big happy family that happens to have an extra person in it. So that got us off on the whole. The book says, which book? The Constitution that governs law, whether or not we can get married, or your book that I call the comic book on national TV.
The mythical comic book. Now here's my question:
yeah, right.
Did it get into the fact, like when you got into the conversation? And I don't want to make this about tearing apart the Bible, because that's not really what I want the show to be about. But there are passages. There are passages in the Bible also that say that if you've had any sexual contact before marriage, the woman should be stoned to death.
Right.
Did that come up?
The passage that she was preaching to, or that her husband was preaching to my wife about,
Leviticus. Yes.
I believe it's. Yeah, I'm not familiar, so I don't know. But isn't there something in there that says you can't get a tattoo?
Probably. Yeah, I can see that.
Well, her husband got a tattoo while they were out, while my wife was with him in California. So.
Oh, nice.
I mean, can you be more of a hypocrite?
I wish they had shown that. See, that would have actually humanized him a little bit. Maybe they didn't want to do that.
Right.
Do you think they had control over that and they kept it off the air?
Absolutely. She actually asked me if I would give her, because I do tattoos. She asked me if I would give her a tattoo, and my producer wasn't having that.
Well,
interesting.
So, I mean, they definitely controlled a lot. There were things said, like she said she had a friend die from being gay, not from unsafe sex and contracting AIDS. They died from being gay, as though gay was a disease. She said Planned Parenthood was founded to eradicate black children because being black is a defect.
They actually put that on TV. That line, that one crackpot line was on TV.
Yeah, and mind you, my oldest daughter is biracial.
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, it was definitely an experience. I did not learn anything about the Bill of Rights. That confrontation got so much worse than what they showed on TV, because she kept saying, it's in the Bible, it's in case law, it's in case study. Okay, but it's not in the Constitution.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how I live my life, by laws. I don't, I speed, I do all that stuff, but I'm not overly religious, I'm not overly political, I'm just me. And that's how I teach my kids to be. I don't care if my kids want to be Muslim, if they want to be Jewish, if they want to be Catholic, Christian. I don't care. We'll baptize you, whatever you want to be, when you decide you want to be it. And I'll support you 100%. And that's my honest take on religion. I don't care.
All right, now let's shift gears if we can. You mentioned your oldest daughter. Your oldest daughter actually got involved in the last Ultimate Wrestling East show, stopping Vic Delicious from basically destroying you with a steel chair. Was that the first time? Is it the first time she's ever put herself in that situation?
There was one other time that was scripted in Pennsylvania, not this company, a different company, just to get the kids involved. It was a very kid-friendly show, lots of hokey stuff going on, and the other guy was going to use a belt against me and she came out of the backstage and grabbed the belt, pulled it away from him, ran away, got a good cheer from the crowd. But this one, this was a little different because she knows what damage an errant chair shot can do. In 2007, I had a broken neck, and everything leading up to that was a match with the chairman, Tom Ugly, where I took 6 chair shots to the head. So she knows that I do everything I can to stay out of the way of chair shots now. I have a plate in my neck, and when she saw Vic Delicious with the chair shot and saw the one, that scream was, I know a lot of people think that wrestling is fake and scripted, but when I took that chair shot, both of my hands went numb, and that scream was 100% real.
Well, it seemed like a very genuine moment, and she did seem legitimately concerned. Now, which brings us to what's going on this Sunday. You are, as I understand it, slated to take on Len Oddity in a one-on-one situation. What's your relationship with Len Oddity? It seems as though you guys have more of a history than what we've seen.
Oh, you guys get the good dirt, don't you?
Yeah, we try.
I'm not trying to dig for dirt. Come on now.
Len and I worked with the same company that I trained with the other person who called me a backyard wrestler. We didn't do the same training sessions, but we were working the same shows. So we go back to 2003, early 2003. And we were friends, you know. At least I thought we were friends for a while. I got him a couple different bookings. One of them was in, I believe, Rhode Island or Pennsylvania. I'm not sure. He went with us. He was taking forever to get dressed. We brought a referee who had to drive down separately. So we told the referee to make sure he got home. Len put his stuff in our car. So we left knowing that he had a ride home. I did leave him in another state. Absolutely did. And I feel bad. I didn't do it on purpose. I mean, I did it on purpose, but I knew he had a ride home. I wasn't trying to ditch him in another state. I wouldn't do that.
And so what happened? His ride left without him?
No, he got a ride home, but, I mean, the other guy gave him a ride home. Len says that I sold his gear. I didn't. I dropped it off. I mean, it was probably a month later because I didn't go to Schenectady unless I was going to train. I dropped his gear off on his porch, and apparently it was stolen. That sucks. You know, I would have offered to help pay for kick pads or something, you know, whatever I can afford. But it was my fault. You know, I own up to that. I should have waited and given it to him in person instead of just dropping it off because he wasn't home.
I got to be honest.
So, yes.
I had no idea about this history when I had no idea we were opening up a can of worms here.
Oh, yeah, I was definitely a shitty friend.
Well, but this is so. Is this going to possibly translate into some serious animosity this Sunday afternoon?
Well, you know, Len and I have had history, some good, some bad, and that being said, I'm a professional in the ring. Except when after the match is over, you give my opponent a steel chair, knowing that I have had a broken neck, and you give him a weapon to use against me.
That's true.
You know, heat or not heat, that's shitty.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And that's kind of out of character from what we have seen so far from Len Oddity in Ultimate Wrestling East. I'm looking forward to this match now.
How did you see anything with those giant jugs running around the ring? I missed everything. Everything that went on in the ring, I missed.
All right. Now, Chris, let me ask you. You're all over the place. Obviously, we talked about Ultimate Wrestling East. You're very active in NEFW with the stable Lineage, and we've obviously seen you in World of Hurt. Before you tell us a little bit about what's going on in NEFW and even World of Hurt, where else can fans find you? Because obviously tonight you're Elite Wrestling. Where else do you perform on a regular?
I pretty much whore myself out, whoever's got the biggest checkbook. You know, those are the main stables right now. World of Hurt, I love going. They always have a huge crowd. It's, you know, great stars there. So
great atmosphere.
Really fun to work.
Great atmosphere.
It is. It definitely is. And the crowd is, you know, they're always behind anything you do in that show.
Yep.
And then, Fox Vineyard can't get booked there because he's got no gimmick.
Fox Vineyard, is that Fox back there?
Can I comment on this for a second while we have Fox here in the background? Now, you could have, obviously had the show, Wife Swap, taping you training in wrestling. And did you have to let them use the footage in which Fox was in? We could have done without having to see Fox Vineyard. Ratings clearly went down.
That quarter-hour rating dipped.
No, nobody ever wants to see Fox Vineyard, but I didn't have anybody else or a ring that I could train in, and he was, you know, glutton enough to go up for the punishment.
Fair enough.
Okay, all right.
Honestly, in the footage that they used was probably the only one or two matches, or the only one or two offensive moves that I got in the whole training session.
Are you making a claim that Fox Vineyard has offense? Because I don't believe that.
Well, he's very offensive, if that's what you mean.
Oh, okay, all right. Hey, there we go.
All right, now
Well played, sir.
back to what you were saying. You're pretty much everywhere. What's going on in NEFW today with this Lineage stable? What are you guys all about? You've got, seriously, it's a who's who of independent wrestling in New England. JT Dunn, what's it like to work and be on a team with a young guy clearly on the rise that I have a lot of respect for in JT Dunn?
JT Dunn and I go way back to probably 2006 when he was, I believe it was JT Lightning, or JT Dynamite was his name, JT Dynamite. I've seen him come up, so I take a lot of pride in seeing him being so passionate about what he's doing, and he really does. He loves wrestling, and you can tell he's definitely a student of the game. He's like, I see a lot of myself in him. Not to insult him in any way, but I see myself in him. That's not the way it's supposed to come out.
Oh boy.
So like he's a younger version of me. I didn't get my start until I was 22. So if I had started as young as he did, there's no telling where I might be today. I don't fucking know. All right. Take a left. Right, take a right. Take a right.
Oh, boy. Don't get lost.
You should never. Your mistake is letting Fox drive.
Well, I drive the most shows. This is only the second time he's ever driven. And his car, no less. His car. I always drive. Always.
No!
Well, tell us if you can about this is one of the topics that really prompted this interview setup. Dynasty Pro Wrestling. Got an event in late August. I'm curious to know what you can tell me about Dynasty Pro.
Dynasty Pro is pretty much anti-independent wrestling.
Oh my!
There are so many promotions, quote unquote, that run in bingo halls and they run wherever they can to find a building, and I understand that. That's totally fine. And they bring in their best friends who they taught, who was a backyard wrestler, and they're just killing professional wrestling. Professional wrestling should be a business, professional. I'm not an independent wrestler. I don't work for independent wrestling companies. I'm an independent contractor, but if you hire a painter, do you call him an indie painter? No, he's a painter. They do the same thing that we do. We go out there, we paint a picture for the fans. So I'm tired of people coming in their jean shorts and their work boots and calling themselves wrestlers, because you're not. You got a pair of boots, that doesn't make you a wrestler. You watch a bunch of DVDs and you watch stuff on YouTube, that doesn't make you a wrestler. Indie is an excuse. It's an excuse to not hit the gym. It's an excuse to not buy professional gear and invest in your craft. It's an excuse to get a stupid haircut so people will look at you and be like, oh, it's okay, he's an indie wrestler. Well, you know what? Everyone's going around, these backyard wrestlers are going around with their shirts that say defend indie wrestling. Well, no one's ever attacked indie wrestling until now. So Dynasty Pro Wrestling is a professional wrestling organization where only professional wrestlers will get in the ring.
Wow. All right, well, that'll be interesting. Can you announce, are you aware of any matches that have been signed for this show? I know there's been a lot of Facebook activity. You can find Dynasty Pro Wrestling on Facebook. If you do a quick search, we'll take you right to them. They're already assembling some likes. There's some momentum behind it. Are you in a position where you can maybe tip us on some matches or some performers that are signed?
I can tell you a couple things that are signed. There's a couple things I can't let out of the bag until Monday. It's not just a wrestling show because this is our debut. It's going to be an event so big, in fact, that we have a monster truck that's going to be there for the kids and everything beforehand. We are going to have an autograph signing with some star, I can't say who, 90 minutes before the show. We have signed a match with World of Hurt champion Vince Beach will be in attendance.
Nice.
Wow.
I've extended offers. I've invited Ultimate Wrestling East owner Rob Coleman. I've invited Drake Evans. I've invited Shane Alden. All of them. They're my guests to come to the show, and I will put the spotlight on you and thank you for being a part of professional wrestling.
Wow, that's awesome. So really, it's about celebrating professional wrestling in the area and not focusing on the independent. So you're trying to make it more of a bigger feel? Is that the plan?
Absolutely. I don't want to go into a building with a curtain and a ring in the middle of the ring and think that's what professional wrestling is. Everyone wants to be the next WWE or the next TNA. I don't. I want to be the first Dynasty Pro. I want to be compared to Ring of Honor. I want to be compared to NXT, the young talent, not the washed-up talent, the young talent coming in and making a new name for themselves.
I do want to point out right now in the chat room, Chris, the chat room is very active. One person who's a little upset they did not receive an invite is World of Hurt Wrestling Commissioner Michael Anthony. Can you respond to that?
Michael Anthony will absolutely be invited. We're not, by any means, we're not done. I've been doing, I'd say, 99% of legwork myself, and I can only click that button so many times because I have quite a few people on Facebook. I click whoever shows up in that in the suggestion box to invite. Michael Anthony, by all means, you are absolutely invited. You know, he's kicked my ass before. You know, I humbly invite him. They just stop blocking people on Facebook.
Oh boy. One more question. We actually have. We're looking for information on where this event is going to be held and on what day. We have people in the chat room again, very interested in Dynasty Pro. Can you fill us in?
It is going to be August 24th at the Maranatha Fitness Center in just outside Cobblestone, New York, in Richmondville.
All right, that's not that bad. That's it's closer.
Very close drive.
Closer than Whitehall, people. And we
a little out there.
And we drive to Connecticut, so that's definitely in our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
We're also about 20 minutes from the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. We're half an hour from Cooperstown.
You're 10 minutes away. You're 10 minutes away from Walt Ball's house, I'm told.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's all kinds of information.
We can hit Turning Stone on the way home.
This is exciting.
There you go. See, now it's an event.
Now it's an event. Chris, I want to thank you for calling in. Is there anything, any other message you have to say? Obviously, you got your anti-indie wrestling manifesto out there for the world to hear. Do you have any other messages that you want to, anything you can get out there? Obviously, I think we're going to have you on more. It's been a fun conversation. We appreciate you taking the time. Any last words?
I just want to say, continue to support professional wrestling, whether it's World of Hurt Wrestling, whether it's Ultimate Wrestling East. Wrestling, we could be a hotbed in Albany. There's wrestling everywhere. Pennsylvania is huge. New York City is getting bigger and
Massachusetts.
bigger.
Massachusetts is out of control.
Absolutely. And New England Frontier Wrestling. I could go on and on naming people, but I won't because it's not in my commission check.
Fair enough. Chris Envy, thank you so much for calling in, man. I appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right. Tell Fox Vineyard to go fuck himself.
Thank you.
All right. Later. Give it up for Chris Envy.
Nice.
That was a great phone call.
Way to slap Fox in the face right before we got the phone. That was awesome. I love it.
I feel bad that he literally, from what I understand, basically rushed out of the match, into his clothes, into the car, onto the phone. I hope I didn't rush him.
You know what? If you did, that's show business. That's showbiz.
All right, we're gonna have the Wrestle guys.
Nobody waits for WrestleFudge.
Let's before we take a break, let's have the Wrestle Tunes guys give us a buzz.
Okay.
You feeling all right about that?
Are they ready to go?
They are ready, rip raring, and ready to go.
Send them in.
All right, send in.
This is the pace I want, Gary. Wow, that was a great interview. It's refreshing to hear a guy talk about his wrestling life, his personal life, and understand the separation between the two. I respect his take on it.
You gotta, if you have not seen that episode of Wife Swap, it was really good. It was on it. It was honestly fantastic. I don't like those shows.
I'm gonna have to catch the whole thing.
You really should. It's out there. I got it on XBMC. Didn't pay a dime. Folks, let's talk about cable television and the trap it is.
Go ahead.
Oh, guys, it's good to be here.
Just the beginning of season 2, part 2. We got a lot of action coming at you. We have live events. Should we go over any of that right now while we're waiting for these guys?
I forgot to talk to Chris about are we covering that Dynasty Pro event?
Yeah.
There's a monster truck there, buddy. I'm there. Hey! All right, we're getting a call here. Hold on now.
Unknown caller. To accept, press 1. To send.
This is WrestlefudgeTV Live. Who's on the phone?
Hey, this is Judd from the Sign Guys.
Judd from the Sign.
Welcome to the show.
The Sign Guys, the gentleman behind Wrestle Tunes. Welcome to the program. How's it going, man?
Not too bad. It's been a good show so far, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. We try. First of all, let's talk about the signs, if we can. You guys are known as the Sign Guys because you have custom-made signs.
Very entertaining.
Inventive signs. Can fans and wrestlers expect any new signs this Sunday at Ultimate Wrestling East?
Well, that's a great question. We've actually kind of neglected our sign thing for a little while, doing the WrestlefudgeTV thing. But that said, there's a lot of great matches on Sunday that we're excited for. So you never know.
Well, I mean, and you basically have a sign for every match.
We like to, yeah, a lot. Especially for Ultimate Wrestling. We've been to a lot of those shows, so we've got a lot of signs for all the different guys.
Well, let me ask you, before we get too deep into the music, into what that's all about, I'm really curious to know, you guys go to pretty much all the local events, at least in upstate New York. You guys have hit World of Hurt a bunch of times. You've been to Ultimate Wrestling East. You go to In Your Face Wrestling. Out of those 3 promotions, just off the top of your head, I'm really curious to get your thoughts on which one do you enjoy going to the most? Which one's the experience that you walk away from with the best feeling?
Well, that's really putting us on the spot.
No pressure.
Real. Well, we got to say, we like taking the trip up to Whitehall. It's a little more of a hike for us. Based in the Saratoga, Schenectady area. So, but the Whitehall shows have been great so far. Seen Snuka, Honky Tonk Man, plus they got a bar there. You really got to enjoy that. And we think it's a great setup. Michael Anthony's doing a great job up there. The other guys doing a great job. So, slight favorite, let's just say.
Slight favorite. All right, fair enough.
That's fair.
That's very fair.
We saw the 2C Dub show actually a couple weeks ago. That was great too.
Oh, you in Gloversville?
Yeah.
How big was the crowd for that?
The crowd was insane. A lot of people we didn't know.
Right.
The crowd was definitely into it and definitely, a factor.
Well, I enjoy 2CW. 2CW runs more in the Syracuse, Rochester area. I wish they were running a little bit closer with some more consistency. I would love to cover those guys.
In Gloversville, we can make it out to. That's doable.
But I think that was like a one-time thing for the Hall of Fame for them. I think. I hope I'm wrong. Anyhow, let's talk about RASL tunes. First of all, it's rasltunes.bandcamp.com. Is that right?
It's rasl.bandcamp.com. Real simple. rasl.bandcamp.com.
rasl.bandcamp.com. Tell us about how you guys came up with this concept, what it's all about, what's the goal?
Well, we just kind of recently got into indie wrestling or local wrestling or pro wrestling. Sorry, Chris. And the first thing we kind of noticed is it's just a mix of a lot of different media. It is a total multimedia entertainment experience, and music's a part of that. So I got a little background, in music law. I guess I've seen a couple contracts, and wrestlers benefit from having their own music. They benefit from having music that they don't have to worry about GMCA rights for. It's pretty easy to get music for a live show, but if you're trying to broadcast to YouTube or make a DVD, it's good to have your own music or to have rights to music. So
sure is. We know that struggle.
Yeah, exactly. So and around that same time, the Fandango thing was kind of blowing up. And,
True.
And we kind of looked up Jim Jeffries, who turns out does pretty much all the music for WWE and does everything from
Johnston, right? Is it Johnston?
Yeah, very talented.
Yeah,
Jim Johnston. And so we looked at each other, and we've been screwing around. We've been in like 6 or 7 different projects, bands together, whatever you want to call it. We've done a lot of stuff musically, so we just decided to write a couple wrestling themes. It just kind of went from there. And you guys, you picked up one of our songs, so we're really psyched about that. It's incredible to hear our stuff.
Thank you.
Broadcast on the internet.
Yeah, we want to thank you for giving us something that now we can run with. That's priceless for WrestleFudge.
Well, it's a treat, really, to hear it. So thanks a lot for giving us the plug too. We really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Now, I know that Monarchy, William King, Zachary Pierre Boula have expressed an interest.
At least give him the proper blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah.
You're cutting it short tonight. Is it the pills? What's going on?
It's the Percocet. I know that they're going to be using your music or music you've written. How exciting is that for you to have a wrestler? I get it. We're pretty fantastic. But how cool is it to have a wrestler actually using the music?
Well, we're going to see how it feels on Sunday. We're so amped for it. We're just, we're crackling over here. And especially William King, one of our favorites, definitely one of our favorite tag teams was in the Monarchy there. So we're excited to see it. And that's one of our favorite tunes, too. We really attacked that one. We tried to make it kind of like the Mr. Perfect theme, if anyone remembers that. And,
Absolutely.
Big, majestic, orchestra type sound. I think it really matches the monarchy. So I hope they like it. I hope it helps them get a pop with the fans. And I guess they're going to be the heels. So.
Well, right now you can't hear it on the phone, but give us a couple seconds. We're playing the music
it right now. Let it go. I love it.
Tell me you can't see William King.
Oh my God, they're going to come out in such majesty.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I'm slightly erect thinking about it.
This is just fantastic. Yeah, definitely. You definitely captured the feel of those two guys coming down the aisle, and you definitely get that Mr. Perfect vibe. Kudos, gentlemen. Kudos.
Thanks a lot. I can't actually hear it on my end.
Oh, perfect. Oh, cool.
So I don't know where we are, but
everything's fine.
But
everything's fine. So any other wrestlers that have expressed an interest, or is there anything else in the pipeline that we can look forward to?
Let's see. Actually, we were networking in the chat room a little bit earlier. The WrestlefUdge chat room. I think Fury might be picking up one of our tunes. We wrote in a little surf punk rock little ditty called Nerdcore.
Nice.
And, so hey, if Fury, if you're out there, let us know when your next booking is, and we'll.
Well, you have a song. You have a song on the WrestleTunes site called Fury. That's not the one.
Oh, Fury. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought we called it Nerdcore. Oh well.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's the one. Fury.
All right, hold on here.
Play it up.
Let's take a quick listen here.
Rocking out.
Love it, guys. Fantastic. That's exciting. Very cool.
Yeah, we got one more actually. Just to show we've got some range. If Fox Vineyards out there,
oh boy,
Return I think might fit you, buddy.
Okay, hold on now.
Return.
Fox Vineyard tuning in. I don't know if Fox might not be listening live right now. He's in the car with Chris Envy.
Lost.
Poor Chris Envy, but let's listen to Return. This actually was one of my favorites, I think. A little bit of bass in there, kids. Okay?
Yep.
A little bass in your
Called rhythm. Rhythm.
I like that, man. All right, so again, showing the range of the RASL guys. And I know CJ Scott, did I hear you have a tune worked up for CJ Scott in the works?
Yeah, we've got something in planning. It's not ready to see the light of day yet, but we've got something for CJ.
Can you title it "Smells Like Shit"?
No. How about Fear the Beard? Is it going to be Fear the Beard?
We got no spoilers. No spoilers on this.
Wow.
Yeah.
These guys are media savvy. We got to these guys too late.
Actually, I think you're asking before what's the ultimate goal of this thing, and we're really psyched that some wrestlers and you guys are picking up our music, and I think the ultimate goal is there's a lot of promotions out there that hire music guys in or bring music guys in to put music together for their talent. So if we can make a good enough name and maybe we get our name out there in the region, maybe across the country. Who knows? There might be people out there that are looking for music that's DMCA free to get up on YouTube to put their videos out, and we'd like to be a part of that if we can.
That's awesome. Now, I noticed you guys have went out and you've kind of solicited other promotions owners. You went so far as to solicit Scott Scarsdale.
I gotta say, this isn't a popular opinion with all the sign guys, all right, or Mike, but I got a soft spot for Scott Scarsdale. I like his thing. I like his gimmick.
Fair enough. Hey, listen, different strokes for different folks. Everybody has an opinion.
May not be a popular opinion, but hey, Michael Jordan once was called out for not being more political, and you know what he said? He said Republicans buy Nikes too. So
wow, that's very true.
Might be a WrestlefUdge customer someday.
I see. So it's all business. I see.
Good luck with that.
I see.
Good luck with that.
Listen, just whatever you do, if you go into business with him, keep in mind everything you say and do, no matter if it's in jest or not, will be used against you, and he'll write a very strongly worded letter to the New York State Athletic Commission.
And don't joke about trains.
Don't make a train joke.
Yeah, no train references. Any?
We're in it for the wrestling. You know what I mean? We're not in it for the money. We're in it for the wrestling. So
I respect
we're
that.
To just have our music out
Then
there,
why
you know?
would you go to Scott Scarsdale? Hey,
All right, listen.
Yeah.
So this is exciting. What else can we expect from you guys? What's next for WrestleTunes? Do you have like a 5-week plan? Because things are moving quick for you guys.
Yeah, well, you know, that's a good question. We've got CJ Scott. No spoilers there, but then you know we're also working on getting some new instruments into our lineup, bringing in some more synthesizer heavy stuff, some more stuff that's gonna be like modern dance type music, and I think maybe Dalton Castle might have a song coming.
Nice.
Out there.
Wow. I can only imagine what the Peacock Express song would be.
I'm trying to think of a wrestler that needs. I'm gonna get back to you guys.
The Rocket needs something.
The Rocket's got his own band. The Rocket's got his own band. You know, he's got his own local.
That's true.
Made.
I thought that was Ian Daniels' band.
Is it Ian Daniels' band? I have no idea.
I don't think the Rocket has the type of clout it takes yet to get a band.
To have his own entourage. These guys are the band's with me. All right. So
how did the Rocket become Scott Scarsdale?
I don't know.
That was horrible.
So tell us how people can find you guys on Facebook, because I feel like you guys should have more Facebook fans. I feel like you should have more likes on there. Let's plug this right now. Let's make this fucking happen tonight, guys.
Yeah, well, we're trying to put it out there. We're on Facebook. It's RASL Tunes, RASL Tunes, one word. And you know, we're friends with WrestleFudge, and I think you guys have posted something about it. So if you need to find our link, go to WrestleFudge.com.
There you go.
Or WrestleFudge Facebook.
Perfect.
Reverse plug there.
No,
wow.
Hey,
Plug
I like
in the
it.
plug. I
love
like
it. I love it. Plug the pluggy.
Plug me, I'll plug you.
Let's see who gets plugged first. Guys, I want to thank
my shiny metal.
Thank you so much for calling in. This is, I think, the start of a very exciting thing for not just you guys, but for wrestlers, promotions. Now you can provide promotions with music for their DVDs. It's an exciting thing.
Do we throw the remember what we talked about earlier? Do we throw it out there now when we actually have the WrestleFudge banquet, the annual awards?
That's
when
true.
it's actually that level. We need a house band for that show.
Yeah.
Are you guys capable of doing that?
I think we might be able to put something together. Let's talk offline. We can definitely put something
Wow. I love it.
Guys, give it up for WrestleFudge. Again, the sign guys, Judson, Mike, thanks so much, man.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. Any wrestlers out there, just get a hold of us. You know, if you like our songs, great. If not, you're not going to hurt our feelings. We love feedback, so get at us.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate
Thanks a lot,
it.
guys.
We'll talk to you soon. I love those guys. Great guys.
They really are, and very entertaining to watch a show with.
Yeah, good guys to sit with.
Not pushy or in your space kind of guys or staring. They're very cool, down to earth fellows.
I've had small children ask, "Can I sit on your lap in the middle of shows?"
It's awkward sometimes the way people look at Paul. It's awkward.
Yeah, listen, something about my personality.
If you would just
get them
not
all.
lay down during the show,
I haven't laid down.
It wouldn't be so weird. Anyway,
boy. So this is what we're gonna do.
We got to take a break. I need.
Okay. Oh boy, we're gonna play it out with a tune from WrestleFudge right off of.
How about our tune? I love that.
Yeah, you like that?
I love it.
You're a big fan of
They
that?
did a great job with it.
We'll play this, then we'll go right into our tune, and we'll be back in just a few moments. Will's gonna hook himself up with another beverage. I just popped the Percocet. The show's just getting interesting. When we come back,
wait till after dark.
When we come back, we're gonna get Haas on the phone at 9 p.m.
Whoa!
Get excited! It's WrestleFudge TV Live.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We are back, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. We are listening again, the RASL tune, guys. This might be our just new background music. I love all this shit. It's fantastic stuff. A lot of range, a lot of variety. We are awaiting a phone call from none other than the Haas man. Haas, we're pretty sure you're watching right now. Feel free to give us a call. You got the number, my friend. Really looking forward to this phone call, Will.
It's going to be entertaining.
Haas is the hard-drinking, tough guy of World of Hurt Wrestling. He's been all over the place.
Beers, hose, and blood. What is it?
Beer, fat bitches, and beer and blood.
God bless.
Although, I want to ask him, he had a valet at the last World of Hurt show. She was not fat. She was very fit. Very fit. She was a tall drink of water.
People's definition of fat?
Well, she was a tall drink of water, and I was very thirsty.
Oh.
Kids. Let's see here.
That's what she said.
Yes, it is. Welcome back to WrestlefudgeTV Live. Paul Brisbane here with Will Senna. It's been a very fun show, and now I have a feeling it's about to get even more fun.
To accept, press 1.
Welcome to the program, sir. What's going on?
What's going on, guys? Thank you for having me.
How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good.
Haas, welcome to the program. This is going to be a fun interview. I've been looking forward to this all week. Been looking forward to talking to you. We've seen you live when we've done some remotes at some World of Hurt shows. We've never had an opportunity to get you in the booth with us, so I'm honored to actually have you on the program. Thanks again, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. I enjoy everything you guys do, and I love seeing you guys at all the World of Hurt shows.
Well, thanks, dude. Now I'm curious, how does a guy such as yourself, I'm really curious of your path. You know, we had Chris Envy on earlier. Every wrestler, it's funny, every wrestler has a little bit of a different story of how exactly they got into the business. I'm really curious of how you broke in. A guy at your size, you were already a tough son of a bitch, I have to imagine, beforehand. How did you break into wrestling?
World of Hurt Wrestling. Guy by the name of Danger, you might know him.
I do.
Yep. He took me underneath his wing, showed me the ropes, and the rest is history. Well, that was over 15 years ago.
And since then, in those 15 years, you've competed all over the place. But really, what is it about World of Hurt Wrestling that keeps you there? And clearly, that's your home.
Yeah, that's my house right there. That's the place I enjoy wrestling. There's no other place I'd rather wrestle. I don't know. I like riding up and down the road with the boys. It's just home to me. You know what I mean? You find that home, and I just love all the guys.
Well, tell us where the whole beer, blood, and fat bitches slogan came from. It's on your T-shirt. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, that was Punk actually made that for me.
Okay.
I like big women. I like fucking beer. I like to drink lots of fucking beer, actually. And I like to bleed. I'm a tough son of a bitch. I mean, I like the violent matches.
I do.
I get the job done out there, I guess. So he made me this shirt probably for like a fucking rib, and it stuck.
Yeah. Well,
it's not a bad place to be marketing-wise.
Yeah, it's a unique marketing slogan for sure.
It is. I gotta change it up a little bit because every time I go to World of Hurt shows, the little kids come up to me and they want a Haas shirt.
Yeah.
So I got to put something a little bit better on the back because I really don't want to give that shirt to kids.
How about blood, beer, fat moms?
Blood, beer, fat moms.
Fat soccer moms.
We'll work on that one.
We'll talk about it. So I want to talk about your relationship with Punk. You guys feuded pretty much for the first 2 or 3 World of Hurt shows after the return last May. Tell me about your relationship with this guy. What is it about you two?
I don't know. We just grew up together. I enjoyed beating his ass. He enjoyed beating mine. It's a love-hate relationship. He does things I don't like. I do things that piss him off. And sometimes we just battle it out in the ring.
Well, and we've seen that. We've seen you guys go at it, either man, kind of exchanging wins. We've seen you team together. Where do you think? What do you think is the most entertaining? Is it when you guys are against each other or teamed up? When do you guys think you guys are at your best?
Probably when we're against each other, because like I said, we bring the heat when we fight each other. There's a lot of potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We pound the hell out of each other.
Well, tell me about, if you can, your most recent match that I'm aware of was at World of Hurt. It was against WWE Hall of Famer Tony Atlas, a one-on-one contest. What was it like? 69 years old, Tony Atlas still got a lot of strength, and he showed you that, and he showed everybody that on that night. What's it feel like to be in the ring with a guy like that?
Well, first, I gotta say, I'm a huge Tony Atlas fan. I grew up on Tony Atlas, Rocky Johnson, and my personal thing is it was just an honor to be in there with him, to be picked to wrestle him. He is still a tough son of a bitch. He is strong as hell, and that headbutt of his, that's no joke. That shit hurt. And I'm a tough guy.
Now, Haas, when you got to see, did you get to see the boot onto his face later on that evening? And how did you feel about that after the match with Tony, watching that display?
It was before.
Excuse me.
I didn't see anything. The lights went out after he gave me the headbutt, and I pretty much just went out of the ring. I went back to the locker room. I had a fantastic time working him. But I didn't see nothing after that.
well, Tony Atlas is known for his foot fetish, and he makes no bones about it.
He was in the locker room talking all kinds of stories about the foot fetish, and go to YouTube and watch people stand on my face and do all this other kind of stuff, and I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there any shenanigans going on in the back there? Was he letting any other anonymous women step on his face?
Not that I see.
Well, I can tell you that at intermission. Towards the end of intermission, two young ladies did stick their shoes in his face. I have it on video. So we're gonna be releasing that in the next couple days, Haas. Now, Haas, let me ask you here. Tell me about competition in independent wrestling, and what I mean by that is multiple promotions. There's been a lot of conversation lately. You have World of Hurt. You've got Ultimate Wrestling East trying to make a run. You have the guys who've been here for years, In Your Face Wrestling, still standing strong. You've got Dynasty Pro Wrestling looking to open up in a couple months. How do you feel about competition in independent wrestling? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Is it good for business? Is it bad for business? Good for the wrestler? Bad for the wrestler? What do you think?
I think it's absolutely great for the business, to be honest with you. The more promotions around, the more the boys can work, the more money they can make. Well, let's just be honest. If you work for the In Your Face Wrestling, you ain't going to make no fucking money. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, they pay decent. They should pay decent. I think it's a fantastic idea that Dynasty's come in, all these other places come in, 787. Hopefully I get to work for these guys.
Well, that was my other question, because I know I've seen you in attendance, kind of like with the boys in the back at a Ultimate Wrestling show, and it was kind of like, for me, in my head, it clicked. I'm like, oh, are we going to see Haas on the show tonight? So I was curious about that. So it's interesting to see that you're pursuing that. Where else would you want to work? Because I know you mentioned In Your Face Wrestling, and I want you to understand I'm not baiting you to bash them, because I know you don't need any bait.
No, listen, you don't have to bait me nothing to bash those motherfuckers.
Well, hold on, before
listen,
Hold on.
I hate Scott Scarsdale.
Who does?
I hate fucking Max Burton.
Well, hold on. Before you get into that, real quick, my question is, I know you've worked for them before, because I saw you, the first time I saw you wrestle, and I actually introduced myself to you. You probably don't remember, because this was a while ago, was at an In Your Face show. I want to say it was the first match of the night. I want to say it was Kyler Jones. Was that possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the big guy. It was the Punisher.
Oh, okay, that's right. It was Van Slick from 2CW.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I think he's a great talent. We had a great match that night. This is the backstory to this. We had a great match that night. My brother Punk had a great match that night. And then all of a sudden, we're asked to do the Battle Royal. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to, but I will. So we go out to do the Battle Royal. I'm out there for a couple seconds. Punk's out there for a couple seconds. Next thing you know, Scott Robertson, a.k.a. Max Burton there, he thinks he's Vince Russo of the independent scene. His wife starts belittling us. Now, we did nothing wrong. She cuts this huge promo on all the guys that came out screaming and yelling, telling us how he's out back crying like a little baby. He puts his heart and soul into this. Now, this is a woman who's yelling at me. Now, there's only one woman in the world that yells at me, and that's my wife of 25 fucking years. And nobody did anything to shut her up, and then we got trashed and bashed after that, so they can kiss my fucking ass.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not making nothing up. I'm not making anything up that didn't happen. They know that this fucking happened.
Well,
I challenge both of these guys to anything that they want to do. I'll fight both of these guys anywhere.
What's it like when you're at a show and you're working and you just came off a hard match and something like that, somebody who really probably maybe shouldn't even be there is talking to you guys like that?
Well, you see what he did. It pissed me the fuck off. I mean, Scott Scarsdale, who owns the company, didn't have balls enough to say, yo, don't be talking to the guys like that. He's too afraid. The only reason why in-your-face wrestling even runs is because of his mom. His mom has the money. His mom bought the license. Every time you see him at WrestleMania, his mom bought the ticket. And I'm not bashing his mom at all because she's a nice lady.
Allegedly.
But come on, guys, get your heads out of your ass. Why are you going there working for $5 and 30 people in the audience? I don't get it. No, nobody's going to belittle me like that ever again. So we just left, and I've never been back.
Have you tried to talk it out? Or like
I don't want to talk it out.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's important.
I mean, there's no talking up. If these guys are men enough, I'll tell you what. I'll fight them in their house in a cage match, strap match, barbed wire baseball bat match, white ball bat. I don't care what it is. And then after that, we can bury the hatchet. At least apologize to me. Nobody wants to do that.
Wow, this is bold words.
This is serious. This sounds
serious.
Personal.
Yeah, this is personal. Dude, you're looking at a guy that helped train Scott Scarsdale at World of Hurt. You're looking at a guy that helped train Max Burton. The only reason why he was in wrestling, me and Punk used him for our manager because he sucks that bad. Have you ever watched Scott Scarsdale wrestle?
We tend to look away.
Wrestle.
I tend to look away.
Yeah, you tend to look away. I body slammed this guy one time in practice, and he shit himself. and we're talking like green shit running down the dude's leg.
Well, hold on a second. Now, this brings up a good point because earlier in the chat room, we had somebody post a question about poops that you post on Facebook.
Oh yeah, I take shits all the time. Put them all over Facebook.
All right,
listen, I enjoy Facebook so much it's pathetic. I do. I know it's funny.
It is funny.
But I do stuff on Facebook because it entertains me.
Yeah.
And it entertains some of the people that I know.
Yeah.
Facebook ain't there just to spill whatever, do whatever. Ain't Facebook there just to have a little bit of fun?
It sure is.
Absolutely.
And I'm having fun.
You are enjoying every bit of Facebook.
I will take the biggest crap and send it to you sometime.
I'm never telling you my address. I'm moving, actually, as a matter of fact.
We just closed our Facebook account, by the way. I just want to let everybody know.
Oh, my God. All right.
This is great.
This is great. All right. Now, Jesus, I want to say this. I don't know.
Calm down. You're all over. You're all over the place.
I'm blown away by everything we've learned.
He completely derailed you.
Hold on a second.
Everybody, we're gonna give Paul a second.
No. So Haas, would you say that there's money to be made between a match between Haas and somebody from In Your Face?
Yeah. You pay me good money. I mean, I make $150 every time I wrestle. That's good money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys don't even pay that. They want to pay $5 to the guys. And I understand that these guys want to wrestle somewhere, and I get that, but don't let people take advantage of you. If you think you're worth that much, you better get that much. If not, don't wrestle for them.
They are putting their body on the line.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be 45 years old on July 4th. I'm getting old. You know, I need the money to pay the doctor bills.
Shut up and take my money.
I don't think anybody needs to be reminded about what happened to Michael Anthony last year. Boom, just like that.
Exactly.
In a moment.
Or how about JP Black?
How about JP Black? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? Michael Anthony, I love Michael Anthony. I think he's a great talent, but shit happens in this business.
You know, you talk about...
and you got to be... Yeah. Go ahead.
No, all right, well, I want to bring it back to Facebook real quick because, like I said, I said this earlier in the show. I don't know if you saw it. I just recently became Facebook friends with you out of curiosity because I had heard you were a lunatic on Facebook. I had no idea about the bowel movements, and now I'm really, really scared. But this is news to me that I was not prepared for. But let me ask you, you have some of the most entertaining status updates. I don't have the quotes in front of me, but a lot of them about plowing your wife.
Yeah.
Like that's just.
Oh yeah, she makes a good dinner. She needs to get laid. I mean that's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I think she.
I'm like this to her all the time. I'm like, I just got done pounding you out. Go make me a sandwich.
I hate to laugh at misogyny. I hate to laugh at misogyny, but it's so hysterical.
Hey, one good turn deserves another.
Absolutely, one hand washes the other. Go ahead.
I got to say one thing, though. I love my wife to death. I've been married 25 years to this incredible woman. She puts up with all my shit. I got 8 beautiful kids with her.
Wow.
I'm not going nowhere. She's not going nowhere.
8 beautiful kids. She must make a lot of dinner.
I was going to say, she must make a good sandwich.
Listen, her sandwich is still good and fresh.
Wow. He went there.
Ultimate TMI information.
So Haas.
I know, right? She's next door on the computer listening to this, by the way, so I'm probably going to get my ass whooped.
It's all right. There's like a 40-second delay. If you move quick enough, you might be able to outrun her.
Dodge the chair.
Yeah, dodge the chair. Now, Haas, let me ask you, what's next for Haas? What's next?
Looks good.
What's next?
Yeah.
How about Haas World Heavyweight Champion, World of Hurt?
There you go.
I would love to kick the shit out of Vince Beach.
I think there's a lot of people.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. You want to slap the Owen Wilson right off his face.
Yeah, I mean, I want to fight for the heavyweight championship. That's my goal. I want to become, before I retire, I want to become, once again, World of Hurt heavyweight champion. And I will do anything I have to get there. Because I am a mean, ornery son of a bitch.
Now, Haas, speaking of Vince Beach, you were there at Hacksaw's homecoming. What did you think of the whole cake incident and how good a job Vince really did there, though? I mean, that was very entertaining.
Yes, Vince Beach is an entertaining son of a bitch. He really is.
Is it going to be hard to kick his ass because he's so funny?
No, because I like to fight. Once I'm in the ring, I'm friends with these guys in the locker room and stuff, and it's all fun and games. But when I get in the ring, I'm all business. If you've never been in the ring with me, I'm a stiff son of a bitch. I expect people to hit me, and I hit people really hard. So hopefully he can take that.
I think Vince bruises easily.
Huh?
I think he'll bruise Vince. Honestly, I think he bruises very easily.
I have no idea. Like I said, I like and respect Vince Beach. I just want a shot at the title. I think I deserve it.
I would say so, too, and I just want to report that right now, trending on Twitter is hashtag, yo, I just got done pounding you out. So congratulations.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I knew this interview was going to be funny.
So did I.
And viral.
And viral. You're making history right now. All right, so Haas, who's the... If you had one last match, you're talking about retirement here. You're talking about how the clock is ticking basically on your career, and you don't know how much longer you're going to be able to go at it. If you had one last match, who would it be against?
Danger.
Wow.
Okay. A lot of respect there.
Danger is another stiff son of a bitch.
One hell of a stiff son of a... I've wrestled him a lot.
Yeah.
And the man hits like a freight train. then again, so don't I. Just out of respect, he brought me into the business, and that would be my dream match if I had to leave this business and I couldn't do it no more. It would have to be up against him.
That'd be a match I'd want to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Haas, any last words?
Yeah.
You're like I said, the most outspoken person on Facebook I've ever seen. You've already had some choice words for in-your-face wrestling officials, owners, competitors. Here's the thing that I don't get from your Facebook post before I wrap it up with you, and I think it's an important distinction. You call out in your Facebook post any in-your-face wrestler, blah, 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 but I think you're friends with some in-your-face guys. Am I right?
Am I what? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have friends that wrestle for in your face, and they can do what they want to do. They know that that's not meant towards them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
They know that what I'm saying is basically done for Scott Scarsdale, even Drake Evans, because all of a sudden he don't want to be my friend either. Fuck him too. and that's Scott Roberson, a.k.a. Vince Russo there.
Okay.
But everybody, unlike my personal friends that wrestle for them, they know I'm not talking about them. Not that they could beat me anyway, but I'm not talking about them.
Oh, shit. Haas, this has been very entertaining, my friend. I look forward to doing this again with you very soon.
Absolutely. Anytime. I had a great time, and I love what you do.
Thanks, dude.
Beer, stack bitches, peace out.
Peace out.
Later, man.
Get up for Haas. Now, that's a phone call.
Very entertaining.
I just learned a lot right there, Will. I just learned a lot. I learned that he
a lot going on right now.
He puts out pictures of his own shit. Like I might have to block his image feed.
Because I backtraced it.
Yeah, because he might backwash it. I don't know. I'm nervous.
I hope he washes that back. My
Because
God.
I backtraced
He's
it.
pounding
Oh
and
my God.
shitting and
Well, that's
eating
like-
sandwiches.
Yo,
There's a lot of things going on right there.
Hashtag yo, I just got done pounding you out. Make me a sandwich is trending right now on Twitter. What have we learned, Will?
So far?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
All right,
My head is spinning.
All right, how about we do this? We take one last break.
After that interview, I think I need a moment.
We're going to take one final break.
I gotta fix a couple of headers too. I just noticed.
Okay, when we return, we are going to do the complete predictions for Ultimate Wrestling Eats Summer Spectacular. We started it. We got one match in.
And we got all screwed up.
And then people started calling.
Oh, that's right.
Welcome to Wrestlefudge. Welcome to live programming.
That's what happens.
For those of you just tuning in, I'm on my back, and I apologize. I'd like to thank everybody who has stuck around the entire show for sticking around. It's been a lot of fun.
We're glad to be back.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Good to be back.
2.5 in.
2.5 what?
2.5 hours in.
Listen, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to come back, do our predictions. Everything's fine.
What's the After Dark thing again? What's going on?
That's going to be in a later show.
Okay.
We're going to be premiering a new segment on this program. Not necessarily yet. Because I'm on pain medication. Once this Percocet kicks in, I might not be able to get off this couch, period. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. What's going on? We are back. It's WrestlefudgeTV Live. My phone is exploding. The phone lines are officially closed.
His back is exploding.
But get excited, people. We have a exciting new segment that we're going to be presenting in the next couple weeks called WrestleFudge After Dark. And you're going to have more information on that.
We're going to allow more fan interaction.
Yes, that's the plan.
Allow more access behind the scenes. What we're seeing.
Right. We want to bring
like a fan forum.
See, the chat room's a lot of fun. We want to try and bring the chat room to the show.
We do.
But
the show is so completely packed.
Right. So it's going to be an additional...
It's hard for us to do, right?
Everything's fun.
Oh, wait, so we're going to work more.
Right. Oh. For less wages. We are back. We are live. WrestleFudge TV. So we've had some interesting interviews tonight. We've talked to Chris Envy, who told us all about the wife swap show experience, which was, I thought, very interesting. Check that show out. It's still available for free on Hulu, I believe. We talked to the RASL Tunes guys. Be sure to check those guys out, rasl.bandcamp.com for all their music. Find them on Facebook. And we just heard from Hoss, who had a lot to say. Did not disappoint. I mean, as far as entertainment. Am I right?
Did not disappoint. Now, I mean, he said
he had
a lot
of things. He had a lot of things to say. Disparaging remarks about other promotions. I don't know if any of that's true. I mean, it could be. I don't know anything about that.
Well, I mean, allegedly, yeah. I mean, but I believe everything he said, with the exception of possibly the remarks about Max Burton. I can't see that.
I've always seen Max Burton to be above reproach.
He's very down the middle kind of guy.
Yeah. All right, so listen. But Haas had a lot to say. If now, I urge everyone to friend him on Facebook.
And we can't confirm anything he said.
I want to also welcome our viewers who are just tuning in since this break. You're seeing me laying completely prone, defenseless. My back is all fucked up. I'm on all kinds of pain medication. I'm on 10 milligrams of Valium and a Percocet right now. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. But hey, we were talking.
Okay?
Woo! We were talking earlier about Ultimate Wrestling
You look
East
dizzy.
Summer Spectacular. We got to get back to the previews and predictions. Very exciting program. Let's talk about an exciting show this Sunday afternoon. We already talked about the tag match. You saw it kind of as a double disqualification, double count.
That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it.
I'm saying Monarchy's going to get some kind of cheap win. So that's my pick.
Really?
We talked about Coconut Jones and C.J. Scott. I said C.J. Scott all the way.
I think C.J. Scott as well.
The man,
and I don't pick C.J. Scott off. I just think there's a lot of distractions. The injury for Coconut Jones.
Right.
This is a perfect time for Scott, if he's going to get some gold, to get it.
But you can't gloss over the fact that C.J. Scott has been, I'm going to say it, the most effective he's ever been in his career, at least in recent memory. And I think that this is the prime opportunity to get a singles championship, the interstate title, and make it into something. So far, that title means, I'm sorry, it was a nice tournament, and then it was a weird gauntlet with people in it who didn't even win. But nice gauntlet to crown that champion. But the belt hasn't been defended yet. This is the first defense of the belt. I want to see C.J. Scott take it and run with it. My only fear is, from a booking standpoint, would the company put the belt on all heels? You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I think standing in his way. Unless Pure Dynamite walk out with those tag belts, I don't see this happening. But I want him to win. I'm picking C.J. Scott more as I want it to happen, more than I think it'll happen. How's that?
Okay.
Victorlicious
Bill Carr.
Before we get to that, I have the full card.
Okay. Oh, you do?
Yeah. Can you unmute the phone real quick?
Bring it up.
Or mute the phone. I'm sorry.
Mute it?
Mute it.
Hold on. You're good?
Okay. Because I want to get this free and clear of no obstructions or anything of that sort.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I don't know why EA Sports is involved in this. They are not a sponsor in any way, shape, or form. Let's see here. Okay. Let's get the match. All right. Thank you. You got the Outcast Killers taking on Dalton Castle.
Alone?
Oh, I'm sorry. Dalton Castle versus Diablo Santiago of the Outcast Killers.
Okay.
That guy is dangerous. I have heard very frightening things about this man. If Calrissian, his partner Will Calrissian, is not in the building, I think Dalton Castle's in a lot of trouble because Oman Tortuga of the Outcast Killers will be in the building. I have to assume.
Last time I saw
with his MILF of a girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh my God. Last time I saw Dalton Castle, he was left nose bleeding in the ring by Vic Delicious.
That was a couple shows ago, right?
I know.
Yeah, no,
I know. That's
yeah.
the last time I saw him personally.
Okay.
I'm a little worried for Dalton. He seems to be on a skid. I gotta go with. I don't think Dalton's gonna get it done here.
I agree with you, and I don't feel good about this.
No.
I think it's gonna be Diablo all the way on that one.
This is like one of those car accidents you know is about to happen, but there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Right. How about this one? Chris Envy.
Okay.
Len Oddity.
Wow.
We talked about Chris Envy. I totally walked into that story. I didn't know that story about him leaving him in another state and accidentally losing his equipment. I didn't know about that. I feel bad about that I brought that up.
It was an awkward moment.
That was a very awkward moment, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was fantastic. Maybe it's the meds, but that adds a layer of realism to this match for me. Man, it's the Oddball Army taking on Envy Nation in a one-on-one situation. Jesus Christ. Will, your thoughts? Jesus.
I'm going to go with the Nation.
You're going Envy?
I don't know a lot about this. So
I think, oh, man.
I don't have a lot of background in this. I've seen Envy a lot, but everybody in this match, I'm going to go with the Nation.
Envy.
Yes.
I'm going with Len Oddity. Not because I don't have faith in the ability of Chris Envy in this contest, but I think Len has a bit of more of an edge as it comes to this relationship.
He certainly has an
has
interesting escort.
His escort is mesmerizing in more ways than one.
They're giant.
Her
eyes.
Her contact lenses.
I mean, it's weird that they get him that color. I didn't know. I didn't know. If you're ever in a plane crash,
right,
you have nothing to worry about. You're gonna float if the plane crashes through the water. Everything's fine.
You know what? From what I understand, oh, it hurts my back to laugh. From what I understand, she's a nice young lady too, and that's what's really exciting. Up next, a four-way match featuring Cloudy, who has not been seen since flipping me off in the middle of the ring. That's why he got suspended. Cloudy, you don't like Cloudy?
No, we've been over this.
Cryptic Keegan, I'm a fan of Cryptic Keegan.
I like Keegan.
Keegan's awesome.
I do.
I like to see him work
Glad
in other
to see
places.
he's back. Okay.
Kyle Brad.
Wow.
And Timmy I.
Can't go wrong with Rad.
Timmy I.
Wow.
Timmy I.
That's a name from a long time ago.
That's been a
we
while.
haven't talked to Timmy in a long time. That goes back to the radio days,
dude,
I believe.
He was no. We had just started WrestlefudgeTV.
Did we?
And he was hammered.
Wow.
He was hammered.
The ladies are in the studio. Watch out.
No, if you recall, he did the Iron Sheik impression. It was horrible.
It was horrible. There was
really
a lot
bad.
of things about that interview that were horrible.
So Timmy I making his return to the Capital Region. He hasn't been seen since a World of Hurt show back in Glens Falls, at least in this area. So
against Vigo.
And that was
in
a Battle Royal. Battle Royal. It came down to he and Vigo. So that's exciting. All right, so 4 very interesting names. Cloudy coming off suspension. Cryptic Keegan coming off some momentum.
So you indirectly
Kyle Brad
indirectly
and
affected
Timmy
that match in Cloudy's suspension because you caused him to flip out.
I said something.
And you caused the obscene gesture in your direction.
I know. I probably shouldn't go. He might be looking for me.
I think that maybe you're starting to have an effect on people.
Cryptic Keegan, Cloudy, Kyle Bradley, and Timmy I in a 4-way match.
Kyle Brad's going to come out.
Kyle Brad. I'm going to go
Too rad. I'm taking Too Rad. Send us behind you, kid.
I'm going with two Rad.
See?
Percocet. Too Rad Kyle Brad in this contest as well, without question.
I wish I had one of his pictures loaded. I'd throw it right up there.
How about this one?
Okay.
Now, that's a guy, again, who I think was not in the Ultimate
He's going to be
25.
moving up.
He wasn't even in it before. Kyle
May
Brad.
break the top 10 after not being in it.
Oh, you think Kyle Brad?
I already set mine in.
No shit.
I already
Okay.
set mine in.
And you've seen some other ballots, too. That's interesting.
And I have.
All right. How about this one? This match might trump everything else we talked about.
Okay.
And we haven't even talked really.
Whoa!
We haven't
Slow down.
We haven't even talked really about the main event yet. Ready for this one?
Okay.
Brother versus brother. Adam Badger versus Kyle Badger, 1-on-1.
Wow, this is going to be an interesting match. It's almost like these guys probably know too much about each other.
Yeah, they've had some tag matches against each other.
That's what they started against each other in the backyard.
Right. And now it's grown into an adult rivalry here. Should be interesting. The brother versus brother. Who do you like in this contest?
I'm going to go with Kyle. I have to.
Why are you afraid to give Adam Badger a little bit of your support?
Because I feel like Kyle's going to somehow pull it out. That it'll be a sneaky win. I think that Badger sometimes gets ahead of himself, and when he has people down, he doesn't take advantage. He doesn't have that kill switch. I'd like to see that kill switch from Adam, and I think that Kyle will take advantage of that. More than once, we've seen Adam get up after an easy finishing move. and talk to the crowd, stalk his prey, walk around, only to have that blow up in his face. I've seen it a lot lately.
I will say it is official now. He is Bam Bam Kyle Badger, which now he's got that excitement about him. I said it the other day. I saw him at an Ultimate Wrestling East show. This guy had more energy than I had ever seen him, and I've seen a lot. I've seen probably more Kyle Badger matches than the average independent wrestling fan in this area.
We've seen many. We've seen him battle through injuries.
I've seen him
coming back
from the beginning almost. I've definitely seen a recent evolution.
So what are you saying? Are you agreeing?
No. I'm still going Adam Badger because he's older. He's more dangerous. He is much more dangerous at this point than Kyle Badger.
Okay.
Kyle Badger, I think, has had so many knee injuries.
Well, that makes me feel better about my pick. That's all. That's why I'm asking, because I'm normally right.
Oh, boy. Whatever.
To be completely honest here, my picks are correct a lot more than yours.
The main event for the Ultimate Wrestling East Heavyweight Championship, Vic Delicious and Bill Carr. You have not really seen Bill Carr in action live.
Never. Not live.
You've seen a little bit of the YouTube videos, but he commands a little bit of a presence in that ring.
He seems large just from the picture.
Very large.
But Vic is no small man.
No. So this is going to be a hoss
He manhandles.
This is going to be
Dalton
a brawl.
Castle.
I think there's going to be some speed involved. I'm going to go with Vic retaining. I have to.
It's always easy to go with the champ, right? That's where you're going with this, right? It's a layup for Paul. I'm going to take the champ, And I haven't seen a lot of Bill Carr. You're right. You're absolutely right. So I'm also going to take Vic because it's an easy layup. He's going to do it. Home crowd. His home crowd.
So after badgering me,
absolutely,
you're going to take the same stand.
I completely criticized you before making my own pick,
which was the same pick I just made,
which made me feel awful about the pick I was about to make.
Oh,
that's
boy.
part of the reason.
This appears to be a stacked event, if I may.
I'm going to say that right now, just from the 4 on the poster that we have on air right now, that I'm leaving up there, so everybody make sure they get the information where to get tickets.
Now hold on a second. It
looks like a great card.
Wait, it is such a great card that we missed one match.
Oh,
that,
Jesus.
That has to be talked about.
Sweet Jesus.
No disqualification. We touched on it earlier in the show.
I thought we could get by without talking about a Fox Vineyard match.
No. Rob Coleman and Fox. Well, we can talk. We can do without talking about Fox.
I'll throw up a Rob Coleman picture. All right, just to make us feel good about this match.
This is gonna be a tough one. No disqualification. This
is easy for me.
Rob Coleman.
Rob Coleman,
but I don't think it's going to be an easy win for Rob Coleman. I think Fox Vineyard is going to make it very, very difficult.
I think the question is going to be which Rob Coleman are we going to see?
All right.
Is it the 1% Rob Coleman that we at one time hated but grew to respect? Or is it the nice FaceTime, the home crowd favorite,
right.
Rob Coleman, who comes out and possibly gets taken advantage of? I got to believe we need to see the raw 1% Rob Coleman for this match.
I would agree with you. I mean, I think to overcome Fox Vineyard, you need a couple things. You don't need much. You just need enough to get past.
Throw
Fox
some of
Vineyard.
His own glitter in his eyes, and you got him.
Right. Fox Vineyard trying to be as focused as he can be going into this match. We'll see. I mean, he's on the road right now with Chris Envy. Maybe Envy's giving him a couple tips. Who the hell knows? Well, they're just leaving a Denny's?
I think so.
Okay.
They were lost.
Okay. Chris Envy left his phone on. All right, everything's fine.
What did we learn tonight? This has been a wild comeback
All right,
to
let's talk about what we've learned.
To what was a long break for everybody at home. Do you have any social media? Do we need to announce?
No. Chat room is just.
They've been derailing you all night.
I know. I'm trying to ignore it. Thanks. What we've learned, I've learned that I'm excited about the Ultimate 25 coming up on the next show.
Okay.
I've learned that Eric Newton couldn't call in because he's got an illness. He's got the itis. I don't know.
Okay.
Don't worry about him.
All right.
I'm going to check in tomorrow with him.
All right.
Because I know he is ill. I did know that. I've learned, and then I'm going to let you tell me what you learned.
Okay. I learned a lot.
I learned that WrestlefudgeTV's got a plan.
Okay.
And that we're behind him. And I learned that Haas shares pictures of his fecal deposits.
Okay.
What'd you learn?
That's a lot.
Yeah, I learned
a lot to absorb.
Yep.
Give everybody a second on that one.
Go ahead.
I'm going to start off with Haas because that was probably my most interesting interview of the night. I'll throw that up there later. That he can give a pounding and eat a lot of sandwiches.
Right. Yeah, I just pounded you out.
Wow. I also learned that the bug can stop show business, and I feel bad for Eric. I hope he feels better. What else did I learn? That we have a new name for a promotion and a new promotion, and Ultimate Wrestling East.
We knew
formerly
that.
787. I'm learning this stuff.
Okay.
Just making sure everybody understands what goes on.
Real Warrior.
Some of my headers were not correct. I don't want to confuse anybody.
Real Warrior Entertainment.
And
Real Warrior Entertainment.
And Dynasty Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I know. Our plate is very full. I know. I'm getting. I have nervous nausea. A lot to cover. But it's very exciting, and I'm excited.
Exhausted.
I'm excited to make the journey, Will. I'm excited to make the journey.
Wow. All right. Anyway, so next week we have the new Ultimate 25.
Is that next week? Is next week a show?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah.
Okay. This is exciting. Next Friday night.
Oh. Maybe.
Why, you got stuff going on?
Possible.
So we're going to know tomorrow. Hashtag everything's fine. Can we throw that up there?
We'll update everybody. Everybody will know by Monday.
Yeah, keep an eye on our Facebook page. It's been a great show.
Either way, the Ultimate Top 25, new and improved.
It's coming.
2.0.
Right.
Coming out.
It's exciting. That will be a guest-free episode dedicated completely to the Ultimate 25.
To the wrestlers, given the respect that they're due.
Absolutely. And also, it takes a lot of time. It's important to know. It takes a lot of time to load all that into our database. I'll be right here while Will does it.
I love one of the viewers commented on we needed to take a break so Paul can take a break from laying down.
Yeah.
That was great.
I learned that was CJ Scott.
There's no way he'd give you that witty and
it was great. That was my favorite line of the night.
Wow.
And there's been a lot of good lines.
Jesus.
Woo. I'm exhausted.
Okay. All right. I am too.
I don't know if I'm good to drive. I'm going to call that ambulance to take me back.
We'll get the nurses down here. They'll take something back.
All right, so is this it?
We're good. I'm gonna take us out with a picture of a fudgy moment of 2012, the IYFW Coronation Cup Superfan Jenna Meets Team RPG.
What a great picture.
We'll see you next week.
Good night.
Hopefully.